Good morning, or evening, or afternoon. Good night. Hello, everyone. How we is? Ow. It's time, bro. Listen, bro. I've kind of lied to you. I have lied to you. I lied to you because I said that we would finish chapter 2 2 days ago in last stream. We didn't make it. You know, shit just took too long. And by shit, I mean me. And by me, I mean shit. But alas, we're here. Where am I? I have
雨が降ったらこれで。あれ、見えますか？プラナちゃん。あれ、見えますか？プラナちゃん。
I have
ここは
10 more chapters to go. We ended at episode 21. Unfortunately, after we hit the 4-hour mark, I realized I could not go because I had too much going on the next few days in the morning to do another 4 hours, maybe like less than that, maybe like 3 hours, assuming that we didn't dilly-dally too much, right? New word unlocked, dilly-dally. Alas, today is not that type of day. Because it is currently 9 p.m. We're an hour earlier than I normally would start at my time, 10 p.m. And it was a little earlier for you guys. Shout out my EU friends who made it along the way today. And I passed, after I finished what I did today, all morning, all day, I passed the fuck out on purpose. Horse trained myself in game, in real life, in game. And now I am here. I have an energy drink plus AP behind me, plus 60 AP behind me that I will open strategically for when I get tired. We are finishing today. And tomorrow, we are finishing chapter 3. No matter what, I could be on my deathbed. My leg could be falling off from gangrene. My grandfather can come back to life and tell me he needs me. But we will not be entertaining that because we have Volume F DECAGRAMMATON to finish. I need to join the race with you guys. I have been awaiting my arrival to help you guys on the Steel Continent. Yet I have not made my appearance. But Anuki will join the fight tomorrow. Too bad you missed out on the raid. Perhaps I missed out on the raid, but I will not miss out on the fight. And that is the plan for today. Anyways, let me do this really quick. How's everyone doing? Deca Chapter 2 Part 4 stream? True. I changed the thumbnail because, by the way, have I not been fucking cooking on the thumbnails? Dude, I am having so much fun making those. Normally for a straight thumbnail, I would make them like really simple, but I don't know why. I just felt like for Deca, I just had to cook a bit. So I was in the software, the programs, and I was cooking. I was going, bro. Anuki-san is Mine voiced by Kita-san. Unfortunately, no. Mine-san is voiced by Hori Yui. And Asuna is voiced by Kita-san. AKA Hasagawa Ikumi, which by the way today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Hasagawa Ikumi. In light of that, why don't we put... Oh shoot. Why don't we put Asuna on? Why don't we put Asuna on? Dude, throwback at a live 2D, bro. I have not seen this in so long. You guys remember when she didn't have a live 2D and then they gave her one later? Dude, cinema, am I right? Did anyone tell Anuki that the raids give 600 pyro and tickets when you defeat a boss after the raid portion ends? I am aware. But I am aware that I miss out on all of those, if not more. But that is simply retribution. Or what am I here for? Oh, because I was not able to catch up. That is my own fault. So I deserve that. It is the unfortunate truth. But I'm not here for no rocks. I'm not here for no shiny blue gem rock. I'm not here for that. I'm here because I want more. I'm here to uncover the truth. I'm tired of this game of rocks. I'm tired of this game of Mancala that we play every day. I want the truth. The truth we will get. The truth we will get today. The truth we will get tomorrow. The truth we will get days after. You and I here. That is the goal. Do I not yearn for the mines? Oh, please. The mines are for children. I yearn for the trenches. I yearn for the barracks. I yearn for the front lines. If U.S. Army, if you're watching this, that is not an admission of draft. In fact, I'm very biased. And it will magnum my sergeant if you draft me immediately. That is a threat. Live on YouTube. That's a joke. Live on Twitch. Ooh. If we were gacha maxing, we have chapter 2. Take 5 parts with 4. My mouse is dying. Hold on. Wait, hold on. My mouse is dying? My mouse is dying? Who needs a mouse when you have a controller? I charged it. Controller streams are back. Why am I here? I'm done. Wait, no, I'm not done. I have 999 stamina. Pepperith just dropped dead. I don't know who that is. Currently, in chronological order, current Nuki does not know who that is. Tiff is done. The only Tiff I know is Tiffany. That bitch. That bitch Tiff. That bitch Tina. Hey. We await you. Thank you. I will be here. Yes, this game can be played with a controller. Hashtag ad. Not an ad. It's not an ad. They don't pay me. But they added controller support like last week. And do not believe what anybody says ever in online or in chat. It is the greatest decision they've ever made. It's so intuitive and responsive. You wouldn't even know you were on a controller. It's so gorgeous. It's so smooth. Pretty loud, isn't it? Hold on, let me turn it down. My bad. Oh my god, I almost closed OBS. What the fuck? What a strange move Anuki just did. She's loud by default. This is true. And I'm okay with that. Wait, what was that? Oh. True. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they had a little movie thing for the lobby. That's sick. What? This means there exists a camera within the game, which I do not have access to. Nexon, come on. Let me get that. Let me get that third part, that free cam. Let me get it. Let me get that dolly cam. I will do such great work with it. Every boss getting half, third HP, drown the first hour. Absolutely, I have no doubt with my senseis. But do not worry, I will join the fray soon. Almost feel bad for them getting gang attacked. These prophets deserved better treatment. I will hold my judgment, but for now, what I know is that perhaps I am not too my dev only account, good, the dev only cam, good thing I have a dev account. My rationale so far, based off of what I know and what I've read, is that they are not bad guy. They are bad guy, but they're not necessarily bad guy. They are bad guy, but they're not necessarily bad guy. There is something. I see Malkuth and Ein and Saf and Or, and I see love and sisterhood and family. You can't make that up. They are good people. And I will uncover the truth of what is their motive and hopefully bring them back to our archive. Welcome back, everybody. This is DECAGRAMMATON, Chapter 2, Part 3, finale of Chapter 2. Let us begin. We don't really know what prophets are like, besides what the Dekagaki say about them. True, but what the Dekagaki say about them, they're funny, silly people. They're cute babies. They're little babies. Well, they're little baby. They're little robot babies. They do a little oopsie sometimes. They go, "Oh, there's people. Let me kill the people." But that's like a little oopsie. Everybody does that sometimes. Everyone has a little slip up. But now is not the time. Okay. Let us begin. Grid points. Where we last left off, Iris and Kay obtained the power of the nameless gods. And then Iris shot her sword of light to the sky. And then I put my hands up and said cinema. That is where we are at. Let us begin. Grid points. The aura is gone, and the circuits and devices have returned to normal. Aw, darn, it was so pretty. While I do agree that the unexpected aurora is a beautiful, natural phenomenon, its implications are that of a more dangerous nature. Such a phenomenon indicates that there was a large disturbance in the electromagnetic field, which is why our wireless communications and electronics were impacted. Oh, really? I don't know what you said at all. Wireless outages caused by disturbances in the electromagnetic field are typically restored within 3 to 4 hours. You don't have to worry too much. Ms. Rio. I don't know what you said either. Is it really possible that you're pretty nice? You used to be really stubborn and scary before. Is that so? Everyone, the transport ship will arrive in about 15 minutes. Please do final checkup for your belongings. Yo. Hi. As for Ms. Rio, do you have belongings? I don't need to remind her of anything. Or I don't need to remind her of anything. She's probably organized everything 2 times already. Yeah. Okay, bro. I love Kay's faces. They're so funny. Kay, are your preparations complete? I suppose so. My only belonging is this body after all. Right. Since your body is my creation, you should find that you can respond to any situation with ease. Look at his face, bro. Wow. The happiness and contentment radiating from you makes it rather difficult to respond. However, Rio... What's wrong? It is... Well... What could it be? Oh, how could this happen? I forgot something over there. Himari, I'm going to be borrowing Rio and Kei for a bit. Sensei? What? What is this nonsense, Sensei? Stop tracking me. Do you know how difficult it is to balance in one wheel? Sensei, if you're looking for something, then you should... Catch the hint. Be fine, since you have Rio and Kei with you. Yes, both Rio and Kei. If you're late, I'll send you a Momo talk. What is it? What do you want to say to us? Are we helping Sensei find something? You truly are exacerbating. Clearly, Sensei had our ulterior motives in bringing us here. You perhaps require constant monitoring to ensure you don't get scammed in your day-to-day life. That's what that was? True. Rio probably has a bot that finds scams for her. Of which case, scams for her. Of which case, I need that bot too. Because I lost my Discord account from it. And many other things. But I lost Anuki. Welcome, Billy. Rio eating his trays. What is it? You believe I had something I wish to say to Rio? What the fuck are you talking about? There's nothing like that. Nothing at all. I have nothing to say. KK, you should be. You sure you're shy? You sure are shy about your feelings, aren't you? What is this adult prattling about? And don't call me that. Fine. Only say this in an effort to ensure it doesn't cause any calculation errors in the future. What could you want to talk about so badly? Well, you see, to begin with, so I'd like to say, in reality, I would prefer not to say this, however... But I'm happy that you can get your own body and be with us. Be with us. Otherwise, we would not have been able to help each other like this, right? 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 I simply wanted to thank you. I understand. Even if you hate me, it's very... Huh? What? Excuse me? What better response is that? What do you mean? I wonder if there's some popcorn somewhere. Don't worry. I got it out. What made you believe I would hate you? Do you see me as some kind of ungrateful pest or something? Well, I've been hated by a lot of people until this point, so I assumed there was something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you, it's just... Ugh. Thank you. Thank you for giving me life. A new life. That is all. Ugh. It's only that. How do I explain this? This experience made me feel alive. I can see, I can move, I can sense things, despite being in a body like this. Despite this body, yes. Are you perhaps angry about the body? Ah, you really... no, pardon me. I understand, yes. For one's genetics and nature is fate by itself, or fate itself. Throughout our existences, we live to either challenge or accept it. I'm lost, but I think I'm sorry? KK, let's calm down a little. I don't know how many times I told you this, but don't call me that! Kay is funny, bro. I didn't expect her to be this funny. I'm sorry, Kay, but I also had something I hope to tell you too. I believe an apology is in order. What exactly are you apologizing for, Rio? Well, about Iris. And you. I've let that go. Really? Yes. Iris forgave you after all, although to be precise, she declared that forgiveness wasn't even necessary. And for the two of us, speaking about this is awkward and difficult, yes? So, all is well. Just move forward. Trust us. Treat us both differently. Better. My bad, I had to sneeze. Thank you. What the fuck happened? Oh my god, auto started. Why did auto start? Holy shit, I sneezed and auto started. Thank you. Well, we both had things we wanted to say. If we had been unable to discuss things, it'd be rather uncomfortable. Wait, she has a normal face like this on her monitor, but I've been... the only face I know is this pissed off face. I wonder if she smiles. I would like that. Also, now the merchandise for the 5th anniversary makes sense. With the purse bag, the coin case. If we'd been unable to discuss these things, it would have been rather uncomfortable. Transport ship should arrive soon, so I'll be going now. Rio. Thank you for giving me life. Kay disappeared quickly, but Rio didn't move a single step from where she stood. I made my footsteps loud as I approached, as to not surprise her. Sensei? Apologies. Please don't look at me right now. It's just... I'll be back to my usual self soon. So please. Handkerchief? Yes. Just for a moment. I stayed by Rio's side until she calmed down. What? Thank you, Sensei. Rio. She has gone through a lot, I will say. She does have this massive redemption arc she's trying to hit. Although, it seems everybody has kind of forgiven her, but the only person who has yet to forgive her is herself. The writing is fire. We are currently cruising. Visions are clear, no signs of potential turbulence. However, there is still a crisis to be addressed. What's that, Toki? Where's our next destination? Haha, have no concern. Our adorable little Iris says she knows. I don't know about this. How would add up? Iris gave me a brief explanation when you, Kay, and Rio left to find your lost belongings. Bakabon! Yes, it is my turn from now on. I see. Crisis averted. Would you like to sit in the cockpit with me, Iris? Yes, ma'am. May Kay come with us, Toki, just in case? No problem. Then, let's go. Iris is so cute. I'll leave it to you then. What are you talking about, Sensei? What do you mean? You're coming with us, Sensei. What? Are there enough seats up there? We will make it work one way or another. Toki wraps her hands on my throat. It chokes me until I'm unconscious. Surprisingly, we had somewhere to sit. Toki tried to gesture me into her lap, but after quite a bit of effort, I managed to convince her to give up on the notion. Yes, this is good. This way is good. Please continue in this direction. Thank you, Iris, but please designate our destination coordinates just in case. Coordinates? I see. I know what I should say here. Please change the course towards north by northwest. What? Okay. This is what I'm here for. Let's see. Done. Please continue with the destination. Thank you, Kay. It seems that I was not correct. What? Whenever you look at me like that, it's because of concern. What does that mean? I was simply thinking that Kay is a nice and kind child. That's definitely not true. It is. KK is such a nice and kind kid. I'm gonna kill you, Sensei! God, die! Ah, no! Kay, it is not a good idea to move around too much in here. Yes, Kay, a small mistake in the cockpit can lead to an immediate and irreversible consequences, so please be careful. It's true, KK is such a nice and kind kid who runs amok. I like Kay. Kay is funny, bro. I'm also noticing in chat, why are your guys' messages getting redacted? What's up with that? Unless you guys are retracting it your guys' selves. But don't worry, I see them. Sometimes. If I look for it. Fuck. What was it? Oh, shit. I don't know what he said. Oh, God. Oh, hello. Oh, God. And so, while enduring Kay's intense glares and side eyes, we headed off to our destination. I've confirmed the enemy's destination. They're moving towards grid points. They've really made it this far. Maybe we should acknowledge them. I can do this word again. Acqueeze. It has to be a quince. No, there's no N. Acqueeze. I can acquiesce to that point. They were slightly superior to the other insane humans. We have to resort to Plan C. No, Plan D. We might have to consider making Tipperith retreat to the Steel Continent. I'll leave that to you, Ein. Yes, I'll do so. Now then, shall we? According to Zoff, a welcoming party should be grand. Storage. I'll buy the storage. Hold on, before we continue, I need to take this can of Rockstar that I had the other night and take it out of this room because it is stinking this room, and I've been sniffing the chemical aftermath of it for the past like 20 minutes. Hold on. Oh my fucking god. Okay, that is a little better. I've been inflicting chemical warfare on myself all fucking like in this room, bro. I've been taking dot damage. Holy shit. Fuck. All right, I'm back. I also grabbed a little treat because I need it. Storage. Out by the storage. I was mauling on a tipper with a D. Yo, hey, yo. I mauled on tipper with D all day. Rockstar making you like it regardless of consent via chemical warfare. That's true. I did criticize Rockstar in the past. I do not. Let me reiterate. I do not hate Rockstar, but when there are other options, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But alas, this is what I have in my fridge because I forgot to go grab some earlier. Because the one thing I wanted to do after I got home was pass out, so then I can wake up for this. So I'll get. Somebody remind me to get more tomorrow, because I will not remember. 23. LeBron storage. LeBron. It's making me not. Did everyone get a good night's sleep? We arrived at our destination. It's hard to see with all this fog, though. Yes, I set our course and left the ship on autopilot. It enabled me to ensure everyone slept during our journey. I hope it was a comfortable ride. W. Yes, it was really comfy. It was really comfy, like I was in a locker at my home. I'm unsure if that should be considered a positive or a negative. Gibbs at 70? God damn. Welcome to the live. Cozy Nat. Cozy Nat. Cozy Nat. First rot Tiff is only tight on time. After that, Tiff is very manageable. Word. I don't think I ever fought Tiff. I can't lie. I mean, I've never seen Tiff before. I don't know who that is. I hope everyone got enough rest. I estimate that we have about 2 days remaining before the Steel Continent overtakes Kivotos. Which would mean this may be everyone's last chance to get a good night's sleep. Perhaps the last chance we will ever have to sleep again, Ms. Rio. Why would you say that, Togi? That is a potential outcome. Oh, hold up! Doesn't that mean that last night was like super precious? I should have taken sleep. I should have taken sleeping really seriously then. I don't know anyone who takes sleep more seriously than you. What, liar! Don't make stuff up. Well, Momo, you did sleep in this morning. In fact, I have a very difficult time trying to wake you up. Speaking of, shoving a snowball down my shirt was way too overboard. Do you want me to get hypothermia and die? Wasn't the cold very refreshing? I don't think that's a word most people would use. Huh? Is that? Good. Wow, look, Kay, a fox. Is it cute? Or it is so cute. Yes, an Arctic fox. Okay, I'm gonna have to warm up to the reading. It takes a bit for me to get that into my reading flow state, but I'll get there. Also, my criticisms of having the text be all the way from left to right, I wish it was still more like squished to the center. I still hold them. Oh yeah, an Arctic fox. They're known for their short ears and long fur that keeps them warm. Yes, the fur is so fluffy, and it is not scared of me either. It really isn't. They do say it's easy to befriend a fox. Although unlikely. There's a risk of infection, so please don't hold it. Iris? Iris? Hey, put it onto your hand. It would like to shake hands with you. No, wait, Yep. Arctic fox stared at Kay's hand for a very long time. Finally, it lightly licked that outstretched hand with the tip of its tongue. Oh, how wonderful! I believe it likes you as well, Kay. What's the point of being liked by a wild animal? Oh my, and now there's a penguin. They're known as the gentlemen of the polar region. Wow, hello, I'm Tendo Iris. Yo, what up, it's me, Penguin, how you doing? Iris, their wings can cause serious injury. Please proceed with caution. But they're so cute. Yep, they're a part of our main background resources in our game, Polar Adventure. I still don't think it was a waste of resources. I still think it was a waste of resources at my time to make 20 different models just representing different penguin species. Waste! Adding unnecessary detailed real-life references is generally well received by some gamers. Don't get me started on how some of the penguins were found in tropical regions. Well, the Easter egg where you could make all the penguins fly away if you met certain conditions was pretty cool. Even though it crashed the game. Why is this penguin following me? It really is. Perhaps it likes you, Kay. Well, it's unwanted affection. Go away! They say penguins are such curious creatures, and that they're not even afraid of humans. Penguins have very few predators, and they believe humans are their distant relatives, since we both walk on two legs. Stop chit-chatting and help me! This is why wild animals can't understand words or so. I really didn't have any ill intent. That's precisely the problem. I can't hate or dislike them, but I can't teach them anything either. I see. So you don't hate or dislike them. Your empathetic heart is making me tear up. Okay. What are you even saying? Seriously, this adult just spews out whatever the fuck he wants. Well, I am very happy that Kay does not hate living creatures. Thank you, Kay, for choosing to stay with us. You're welcome. I mean, technically we are... Technically. Right now, I look like this. Whatever. It's not exactly like I have any proper justification to hate anymore. Yes, that is exactly what I mean. Okay. I like Kay, bro. Kay is so funny. But Kay isn't human. How can she be infected? That's what I'm saying. Maybe like by a virus. If Kay is a robot, she can't get infected by diseases, but perhaps she can get affected by viruses. Like, what if breaking news? Iris gets taken down by hantavirus. Hantavirus infects Kivodos. Iris is included in the fray. In other news, why is the Student General Council blonde? Absolute Icario. While you're having that heartwarming conversation, we arrive at our destination. Nice. How's Deca's story so far? It is gorgeous. There really was something like here this whole time? How weird. It would appear so. But what in the world is this building doing in a place like this? I know what it is. I can't believe what I'm seeing. What is it, Miss Rio? It was built on a failsafe for human survival in case of an extinction level event. You mean like the city you made? It's a seed vault. Seed? Vault. A seed vault truly exists? What's a seed vault? Me and Sensei are alike, because I was literally about to say, what's a seed vault? And then Sensei went, what's a seed vault? Wow. Yo, he said, what's a seed vault? I eat, what's a seed vault? And I drink, what's a seed vault? Yo, he said, what's a seed vault? Hello, Nan. Exactly how it sounds. It's a very big seed storage. Okay. So is my garbage. Those people, they made it all the way to Tiffy. Tiff's current task is to manage resource transports to the Steel Continent. Seeing that those people have uncovered Tipworth's location... Yep, they follow the yellow brick road to the Steel Continent. Oh, damn. Shit, we made it to the Steel Continent. To use those analogies you so love, I must congratulate them on successfully finding access to the back door. Different say anything? Why? Well, the steel continent has all of the resources it needs now. So Tiffany's going to do its duty as a prophet. Simply put, enemy extermination. And of course, it's determined to fulfill its original purpose. Its original purpose. By Tifrit's original purpose, does it mean protecting seeds? Elder sister? It was not my intention to shock you so gravely, Ein. I'm sorry, that's my fault. What are your thoughts, Soph? Shall we inform Elder Sister on the current situation? Let her know. Alright, let's do it. Sorry, Elder Sister, we wanted to handle everything on our own without burdening you. Worry not, Ein, Soph, and Or. In fact, I find content in the idea of assisting my younger sisters. Bro. Hold on, sneeze. Let's go. Malkuth is not a bad person. Well, okay. In literature, oftentimes the antagonist is driven to protect family. That is a very common trope. I wouldn't even call it a trope. I would call it a given. But Malkuth seems like a nice person. At least for now. Think we're falling down good? She's a nice person. She's a good person. You know what I mean? Like, at least as of right now, there is like little to zero killing intent. And for whatever reason, like, yeah, she has the DECAGRAMMATON's voice in her head, I guess, and so does the younger sisters. But they seem like good people. They just seem like a good family. They just have this strange rhetoric that they have in their head that they have to follow. This strange script that they have to follow. Now this begs the question, who and why they made it. What kind of extinction level event would Kivotas worry about besides Chroma? I mean, we feel like Chroma would be a very big one, eh? I see not everything is black and white. We are on the right side. We are on the right side doesn't mean they are fully wrong. They are fighting for the cause they think is right. I agree with that. They were made to kill, I guess. They were made for their purpose, and the purpose that only they know. But they're not bad people. God. I may finally satiate my desire to do my part as the eldest. After all, sisters are want to support each other in difficult times. Yes. Really, truly the best. I'm ecstatic, overwhelmed that I allowed to experience this moment. She's a good person, bro. She loves her sisters. She just woke up and all she knows is to love her sisters. Wow. In that case, please inform me on the details of this conundrum. Or, you are Tifrith's assigned commander, yes? I guess I'm about to find out what happens when she knows what the gig is. And then maybe she becomes not a good person. Although I would disagree. I think she is still a good person, again, just led incorrectly. I guess. Yes. However, well, the situation has grown slightly complicated. And what is this complication? Originally, Tiffy was an unmanned seed vault built by humans, and when we preached our gospel to Tiffy, how should we put this? Tiffrith was receptive to our gospel, but it also insisted that it fulfill its original purpose of seed preservation as well. I found, and still find it less than ideal. The seed preservation directive is a false mission humans tainted Tiffrith with. Such a mission could not help but to conflict our truth. However, I've got it, or it was me who said it anyways. I believe that we should respect Tiffrith's wishes. The mission itself might be artificial, implanted by those humans, but it's Tiffrith's obstacle to overcome. And on considering that, even after hearing our gospel, Tiffrith insisted upon his decision. Well, shouldn't we respect that? See, they're good people! Oh my god! I have grasped the situation. It is a question of free will. Elder sister? However, I cannot say that a child who knows not but their orders can be said to be acting of their own volition. Look who's talking! Thus, how does one demand such responsibility of a child? One who has yet to experience true free will. We can only conclude this child has been abandoned to sorrow and tragedies, one it is as of yet unaware of. Despite this, Tiffrith, upon learning of and accepting our gospel, still exercised its faith and loyalty to its original duty. Should we not respect this admirable expression of free will? However, there is a saying, free will is nothing but an illusion. This is true, especially if you live in America. While that may be true, or I advocate for respecting said illusion, after all, it is the very reason why we are able to sit side by side to gaze upon each other's visage. So she also... Don't auto me. Don't auto me. Don't you dare. Free will this, free will that, but they're beings preaching a gospel. The whispers of God that they don't even know exists. Not to draw parallels. But like, okay. They're so after Jesus. Forgot about that. So after this, like, you would assume like these type of people are like, they're trying to carry out this gospel, this idea of this is how we should be living. But Malkuth is all about, while that may be true, I advocate for respecting said illusion. I don't know what she's thinking. She not only has empathy, but also empathy for unknown. Not just a direct script. These are the kids, and they love their children, bro. These sisters love their little children. They're prophets. They are not bad people. Please consider this. If our master truly desired, we function as brainless limbs, as beings with no free will. The four of us would never have the opportunity to gather and speak as we do, yes? I would hate that. I share your sentiment. Ein, Sa, or this is precisely why. Just as we value our individual free will, please cherish that of Tiffrith, as well as of the other prophets. For such action is the desire of our master. Yes! Dawn shall come soon. The fog will dissipate. As the morning glows, curtains shall rise. We must remain ever and alert. For we know not if it arrives with the setting sun, the dark of night, or the rising of dawn. My faith remains steadfast. My faith in the prophets, in myself, and of course, in my precious young sisters, kind, soft, and or. If you find yourself before insurmountable obstacles, as your eldest sister, I shall be there to provide aid. I'm so honored. Worry not, my younger sisters. We are perfection manifested. There is no need for amelioration, for we bear no faults to be polished. Above all, our master created us so. Therefore, shall we embrace different perspective of this vast world? Yes! So Tiff believes in DECAGRAMMATON, but still had the loyalty to respected their former master's command to finish their main objective, which was made by humans. There's our connection to it. That's why they're not evil. They're right, but that doesn't mean that the things they do sit well with everyone. They are wrong to us. Doesn't mean that they cause. It doesn't mean that the cause they fight for is wrong. It's a matter of perspective. It's correct. But not everybody is perfect. We cannot be perfect. In fact, in a perfect world, the only thing we could do is sit down and watch TV while eating cold cuts off their belly and play gacha games. Now that is a world that is a DECAGRAMMATON I would worship. Sorry. Just because you're right doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't mean they're wrong. Or just because you're right doesn't mean I'm wrong. Just because... Yeah. I mean, the earth is still flat, though. Let's keep going. Hope is a thing with feathers. Sorry. One night. Hello, Iron Fist. This hallway is endless. A reasonable reaction to the intended design. This tunnel was... this design is perfect. This design is very human. This tunnel was built to prevent any kind of interference with its purpose. Seed preservation. There should be a control room where we can access that at the end. Huh? How do you know all this, Miss Rio? The structure's design was very similar to our own storage facility designs. Yes, I did notice that the building was very reminiscent of Millennium. However, there's no record of such a building anywhere in our archives. Do you mean to imply that this seed's vault's construction may have been contracted out? Yes, that would be the most logical conclusion. So as I was saying, this structure was humanity's response. The structure was humanity's response to fears. This structure was humanity's response to fears surrounding our. Okay. This, dude, I'm fucking losing it, bro. This structure was humanity's response to fear surrounding our ability to survive in the event of a global catastrophe, which is how it gained its ulterior moniker, the Doomsday Vault. Whoa. We can't point fingers at anyone, but its creator must have been both meticulous and exorbitantly strange. This sounds like the basis of a horror movie, a ridiculous rumor. The best I can fathom, this stranger's intent is that they were preparing for the last of humanity. The last of the last humanity. It begs the question, of their overall disposition. Okay, I need to sit up. My reading just was faltered as I leaned back more. Hold on. I figured if I leaned back more, I can see the more of the screen in peripheral vision, but evidently it is making me lax. My bad. Well, I can explain it a little. Please do. Fine. Then they built this facility with this peculiar vision in mind. But then they proceeded to entrust its management to an AI program and buried its location? What then? What happened? If something happened to them, not a single soul in this world would know of its existence, let alone be able to find it. From that perspective, the Seed Vault's creator was surprisingly careless. Or perhaps this whole thing was simply a mindless whim. Or it's been waiting to be found. Just like a seed. A seed? A seed? Yes, Kay, that is correct. You are at last learning about what a life is. No, that's not what I meant. I just thought, well, this building resembles a seed, does it not? Anyways, how do I say this? Within each seed is a potential to become a plant or a tree, right? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, excuse us, but you wipe that proud smile off your face right now. I'd like to say it's not necessarily true that the facility's existence was completely unknown. I may have just had a vague concept of it, but I knew about it, right? I knew about it, right? All that means is that you and this strange individual are kindred spirits, Rio. Perhaps, if the two of us had been able to meet, we would have come to a mutual understanding. That was not what I was trying to say at all. Never mind. At the very least, I believe I'm only forced to deal with one of your kind in this lifetime. What does that mean? It means you're fine just as you are. Fine for treating my low blood pressure, that is. Oh dear. What happened? A blackout? Did the power supply fail? Hold up. We're being surrounded. Oh, what are these? Everyone calm down and prioritize Sensei's safety. I couldn't agree more. Tiffy has decided to engage in the reconnaissance mission. Good job, Tiffy. Good job. This is a necessary step in understanding the enemy's capabilities. If fortune smiles on us, if fortune smiles on us, we'll learn just how it was. We'll learn just how it was they were able to break through our energy field back then. But what if they break the facility? Nah, that won't happen. Tiffith wouldn't let it. After all, how is it going to store and preserve seeds if the facility breaks down? Yes. It'll do its reconnaissance, then fall back in an orderly fashion. And if this makes them even one smidge easier to handle, then so be it. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. What the fuck is that? Basic laborer? Amazon workers be like? Amazon workers? The Amazon workers be Amazon workers when they clock in for their shift be like? Dude, why the fuck? Okay, hold on. I need to, like, my feel. Here we go. Sorry, my mouse has not been charging this whole time because of a reason that I can explain. Wait, no, it's done. What the booga? That's why I wasn't charging. My mouse is done. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I know all of us were excited about controller support, but it seems I may have to go back to the mouse. Wait, no. Maybe for this battle, we'll do the controller. All right. What are they again? Fuck. Fuck. No. How? Yes. Elastic. Okay. Good news, we surpassed Australia by creating man-sized robotic arbitrary spiders. Huzzah. Not only that, we also got them to deliver our packages. Just because you're right doesn't mean you are correct. A certain sword maker. I wonder. Hey. 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 Oh my god. I don't think there's a boss. We'll do like fucking. You deserve. We deserve a smoke break. We deserve. That's fine.
わかった。今起きるから。
You think my N64 controller will work?
楽しい楽しい。
Low key, maybe, but you might have to map it to like an Xbox controller or something. Not you.
焼けたかな。
The headlines in the battle pass that makes references to metal spiders in the polar regions. Wait, really? Wait, I need to see that. I didn't even think. I forgot. I didn't even think to read those. That's kind of funny.
美少女ハッカーの真髄お見せしましょう。ありがとうございます。今度お返ししますね。やっと。じゃあ行こっか。激しく行きますよ。びっくりしましたか。これはどうでしょう。ちょっといつ。
Good thing it's mechanics scripted again.
夏はこうでないと。よいしょ。補給品が届きましたよ。暑いから気をつけてね。夏はこうでないと。
Good work, everybody. Wait, why aren't they? Hold on, real quick. I just realized this. Yo, Anuki be realizing everything. In the past, haven't they been like making us use trial characters? Why are we not doing it now? Well, hold on. Wait. No. I guess they only started making us use trial characters like semi-recent. Because I do know in the past they made us use, like, we can use our own characters. And in fact, that was a reason why a lot of people got stuck in previous stories back then when they tried to blow through it. So maybe Chapter 2 is still part of that. Before they made the change to forcing trial characters. But it'd be nice to... Okay, I don't know what happened. It would be nice to do it, though. Got my nose. Oh my god, my nose. Oh. Anuki might be dying. The power's back on. Whoa, my eyes. Is everyone okay? We're fine. And what about you, Sensei? PG. What a relief. I'm just peachy. Ah, you! Stop right there! Those were some creepy machines. They're fundamentally different from the DECAGRAMMATON forces we've encountered until now. If we managed to capture one, analysis would help inform us, but... Negative. All enemy units have retreated. This is a strange feeling. Like we have won, but not exactly. Yeah, like we're in a game's tutorial stage and the enemy's losses and retreats intentionally. Or loses and retreats intentionally. Kind of like Kether the whole time. That is why we did not get any item drops. And in those scenarios, you do not receive very many experience points either. Well, Aris, that's not precisely what happened here. Wait, what does that mean? This has been some sort of reconnaissance? Oh, you mean like a reconnaissance mission? I'm soft and or. What troubles you? That just now, could it be? Yeah, I thought I was just seeing things, but I wasn't. What are those two doing here? Who invited bro? Who invited blood to the sleepover? Remember being stuck at Aria's fight? Yo! You know what fight I was stuck at for so long? The when spoiler, what if you're in this stream right now, you probably know already. But if you aren't, what the hell are you doing here? One fight I remember being stuck on was the Hario fight with Azusa Hifumi and Hanako and Koharu. That fight was so fucking hard. That shit was so tough. I think it reset like 20 times. Because the timing was so perfect. Oh my god, I wonder... I mean, maybe I was just an idiot, but you literally had to like skill, like cost max, like time max everything. Because if you didn't, you would have died. You wouldn't have gotten like a Koharu heal off or anything. You would have just died. So you had to like, it was so hard. I remember that, but it was good. That's what a boss fight should be. I hope, I mean, maybe not this one. Well, I guess they probably won't let me use trial characters, but hopefully for chapter, or for volume, for chapter 3, they make us use trial characters. So that way they force us to be like level 60 or something, and then we have to actually think. Because I'm happy for boss fights to be like that, because boss fights should be hard, right? And that was like the final fight of that, of Eden Treaty volume, chapter 1, sorry. So like, it should be hard. Like, you probably should reset, unless you're like a god. Of which case, like, I mean, I'd be laying back playing it on a controller, so like, I'm okay to reset a couple times if I fail. Like, that's fun. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being really difficult, or it being like a puzzle piece to be like, okay, the only way to complete it is if you use Koharu's, if you use Hifumi's, it's Hifumi's skill here to stall while you wait for Koharu. If you don't get Koharu, then you heal the lantern, but then you have to wait to heal everybody else because they're about to die, and then you use Azusa, some bullshit like that. It's stupid, but like, it's just fun, you know? I think it's fun. Fate loser. Who are you calling a fate loser? Oh, fate lost. I don't know what that means. Fate stay lost. What are those who do it here? Is that what they said? Yeah. Everyone calm down. We need to verify if this is real at first. One of them is confirmed, but the other one... Yo, what up? It's me, Iris. Seriously? The Princess of the Nameless Gods, AL1S, or Iris as they call her. Princess of the Nameless Gods sounds really scary and dangerous, so... Oh yes, my apologies, Ian. Whatever we call her, that's absolutely definitely her, no? What the chill, bro. But how? All this time and none of us noticed? We already knew of Saiba Momoi, Saiba Midori, and Hanaoka Yuzu, but not her. Now, this is a pure speculation, but a worthwhile speculation nonetheless. I agree. It has to be that, right? Right? The key of the Nameless Gods. Why does she look like that? While it does look hastily assembled, I must agree. What horrendous design! This is unforgivable! The barbarian that made it must bow down and apologize to the metals and all other materials that they used to create that thing. Calm down, Ian. Your feelings are absolutely valid, but you should still calm down. Their presence. Oop. It's the missing puzzle piece we've been searching for. The answer to the riddle of their powers. But how do they stay hidden all this time? Because of that key? From my understanding, the princess renounced her fate. Fate? Precisely, which would lead one to believe that Princess would be wholly unable to harness the forbidden power. However, if the key were to unlock it for her, well, that's a whole different issue. The only rational conclusion is that the key remains how to utilize the forbidden power. Remembers how to utilize her forbidden power. Yes, because they wouldn't have been able to hide from us if they didn't know how. I suppose we needed to make a new plan? We have to, right? Where do I even start? Ein, Sa, or Tifrith requires aid. It is requesting counsel. What? If he is... Ugh, what a headache. Usually we should prioritize managing field operations, but... No, Tifrith doesn't require our commands. It likely already has a plan and intends to pursue. Then what? Do you mean? Do you mean... Yes, naturally. Tifrith searched not for command, but approval, rather for resolve, for courage. Pump it up a little bit. Finally made it through. Oh, seriously. Straight into a room of moss. It's sort of nice. It smells like grass. I suppose the expectation that it would have been perfectly maintained all these years was a bit much. Allowing any outside vegetation or moisture inside would have negatively impacted the preservation of the seed stored here. Or perhaps they anticipated this level of variation from its variable from its concept. Is that door locked as well? Maybe it's a preservation room for their very important seeds. We will know once we investigate. However, I believe for right now, our respite is in order. Completely on board with that. My legs hurt. I know what this is. There's always a save point before the final boss. True, Iris, but you don't know that there's still like 7 more episodes. Why do I keep fucking mixing them up? Oh my god. Help clear out some of the moss so everyone could have a spot to rest. Sleep. It doesn't take long for the exhausted game development department to enter sleep. What's wrong, Kay? You're just staring at moss. Huh? Nothing. It's nothing. Well, this may seem like an unexpected topic, but I can't help but wonder what life is. Damn, Kay. Oh my, what brought this about, Kay? Nothing in particular. I was simply observing the tenacity with which it has grown in. I was simply observing the tenacity with which it has grown in the harsh environment of this facility. I mean the moss? Yes. The moss is an ancient plant that first appeared somewhere around 400 million years ago. But aside from the factual aspects of things, I've been beginning to feel that life is wholly imperfect. It's fragile, self-centered, and unpredictable. It's erratic in a way, isn't it? Well, I suppose. That's a keen observation, Kay. In fact, the erraticism, is the very essence of life. After all, a logic circuit cannot instinctively select a random number, no? What do you mean by that, Himari? Randomness is a much more complicated concept than you expect. In fact, it's impossible for a computer to come up with an entirely random number. Any randomness you see in society is not nearly as arbitrary as it seems. As she said, a computer will still need to go through very specific calculations or utilize values that change by the millisecond to select a random number. That's why it is more commonly called a pseudo-random number, because in reality, it's simply a series of precise calculations that make it seem random. To create an actual random number, the computer would require external input. However, it would defeat the purpose to have people inputting random numbers, and so we apply methods that measure natural randomness and then convert it to a random number, or to a random number. I see. It is interesting. Because like, let's say I pull a random number, or I just pull that out. But my random number is random because, not because it is a number picked without any bias between 1 through a million. But because there's some sort of bias in my head that I don't know about unconsciously that I just decided to say 4. Maybe I thought of 4 seasons in a year, or that there are 4 members of the GDD currently. Who knows why I said 4? But it's random because of that, not because it is a 1 in a million chance that I selected for. Random. It's a bias, but it is still random. It's random in a different way. I see. Okay. And I believe that these probabilities, coincidences, and non-linearities are the embodiment of the potential beyond life. Okay. It's erraticism, to be precise. Erraticism. Well, to be precise, that's what I don't like. Fundamentally, it can't be controlled or predicted. But you know what, Kay? If everything in life was perfectly controlled and predicted, you would have never been revived. How so? Consider this. If you identified a potentially threatening variable, what would you do? Would you leave it be simply because you desire to? Desire has no role here. Something of that nature would have to be eradicated. Ah. You see? Life may be erratic, and uncertain, but it is precisely those qualities that bolster the many branches of possibility life holds. And without then even realizing it, life also diversifies its genetic pool in this way, which then creates more and more possibilities. You mean to say that precise calculations and predictions are, in reality, harmful to survival? Yes, depending on your perspective. I believe the better primary question to ponder is if such calculations are even possible. If you factor quantum tunneling into the equation. A story from a micro realm. But that realm clearly exists, does it not? And, setting aside calculations in science, don't you think these adorable clumps of moss are worthy of praise simply for being here? After all, Kay, each seed holds within it the potential to blossom into a plant or a tree, right? I should not have said that. There's only one thing I know for sure, Kay. Or there's only one thing I know for sure, and that's that KK is shy. I fucking hate you. Stop making fun of me. Let me summarize. They're living beings. We're not. Neither is Tipperith. The evident truth here is that all living beings have a limit. So we should take advantage of those limits. How? For example, more Amazon workers. That's a bit, but also very effective, no? That's true, but still, even if we were to try that, wouldn't the key be unaffected? A key is useless without a lock to unlock. But the princess could come out unscathed too, couldn't she? No, she wouldn't, or she won't, because of what she becomes. Per the usual, simply put, her output will likely decrease. That decrease would be enough for our purposes, yes? I support this plan. What about you, elder sister? What do you think? Ein, soft, and or. I can say only that oft times within evil lies a rationale for necessity. To elaborate, there exist the beings they call predators in this world. To the prey consumed, it is deemed cruel, unusual. However, lacking the existence of such a predator, the system itself crumbles to dust. I know about that. Basically, there's a lot of deer, but if there's a lot of deer but no wolves to eat them, the vegetation and land would all die. And there goes Soph with her surprisingly knowledge of such things. What do you mean? Are you trying to say that's a bad thing? No. It's simply the embodiment of my disdain for living beings. A system that necessarily contains contradictions in order to exist is utterly distasteful. Ugh. Therefore, Ein, Soph, and Or, if this is the conclusion you desire, let us relay it to Tipperith. Naturally, Tipperith possesses its own will, and simply desires input and approval from other nodes. Oh. To me, it would appear that it's attempting to divvy up accountability. Our Tipperith is a cunning one. What goes on in your mind to have such a twisted interpretation of others' intentions? I'm okay with it. After all, that means we can help Tiffy, right? You are correct. For under our master's name, we are already one. What was hidden? Ooh, that place looks scary. That place looks scary. And also oddly familiar. Let's keep going. Oh, Fate losses a defeat screen in Limbus if you somehow lose a scripted battle. Me when I play games all the time. Ugh. It looks like that was the last room? Does anyone else think this place looks a bit strange? Is this still water? Also, look, there's vines on top of the moss. With this level of damage, this seed vault must have already been abandoned long ago. Oh, look, Ryo, Himari, this cabinet takes up an entire wall. Fascinating. Let's take a look. Not surprising. These are actually incredibly well maintained. I know Miss Ryo said it's a little super damaged, but doesn't this look exactly how you'd imagine a seed vault would look? It's so green. It's like something you would see in an old media. Secret hideout where the anthropomorphic god of the forest lives. True, it looks like a boss fight is about to happen. It appears this facility was preserved due to its triple seal structure. Yes, the building and storage space itself may have eroded, but its true purpose, the sea preservation shelter, has fulfilled its duty. I see. This is an example of Millennium's superior technological prowess. But that doesn't appear to be at all. What do you mean, Ryo? Based on the data, AIs have been converted into prophets, tend to behave differently from their initial algorithm. After all, HOD was a Millennium's AI communication network. Clearly it's evolved from that. Just like Chokma. You can hardly call it just a ship anymore. This AI seed vault is likely what they now call Tiprith. Despite this, it appears to have some kind of will to continue its mission of seed preservation. This facility wouldn't have remained in functioning condition if it didn't. If we assume this to be true, another guess arises. Who wished to preserve the seeds? Tiprith with the 3 children? What is the implication of the Tiprith? So it's like actual seeds, I guess. I was thinking seeds as in like beings, like living beings. Assuming that they carry out this DECAGRAMMATON thing, then they create more life forms from these like embryo, these seeds, these embryos that they've hidden in this seed preservation thing inside Tiprith. That's what I imagine, but I think now it's like actual seed, like genuine like seeds of plants and such. Living beings. Not living beings, they're living beings. Me when I'm a bean. Me when I am an affordable form of fiber and protein. Once soaked underwater and I expand, but I find my purpose in life. Dang, that's a good point that they made with the wolves and deer. I'm changing my perspective. Maybe they aren't so evil. True. The implication would be that the prophets will maintain some sort of consciousness. And if we were to continue that line of thought, isn't this... Oh shit. Oh no! Chemical warfare. Ryo? Himari? Momoi too? Midori? Everyone? What's going on? What is this strange smell? It is affecting me like a debuff. I do not feel well. Sensei, are you okay? Sensei? Sensei? Fuck, Iris, I'm sorry. Ugh. My vision started to go dark. I was dizzy and strangely started to feel very, very tired. Shit, bro. Wake up, Sensei! Go. Oh, wake me up in the morning. Arona, this is... It's okay, Plana. I'll take care of this. I will leave it to you, Arona. I am not familiar with this type of scenario. I can't tell what it is exactly, but it seems like some sort of gas. I've blocked any more from entering Sensei's body for now. You can do that? Analysis. Colorless, odorless. It's a relatively weak agent that acts on the nervous system. Wait, they said it was... Iris could smell it, and also Ryo and Himari detected it. So it can't be colorless or odorless. I'm sorry, Plana. Your analysis is incorrect. The other students will be okay too. It'll just be like they had a really good night's sleep. Caution. Prolonged exposure may be detrimental. All agents contain some level of toxic substances. But talking about sleeping makes me kind of want to take a nice long nap. Arona, if we do that right now, I was kidding, Pana. There's no way I'd actually fall asleep. I will agree. I will agree for now. Aruna can be trusted in this type of situation to an extent. What do you mean by to an extent, Pana? Ah, Sensei, Kei is coming. Oh. Kei? Ah, you're safe. I'm relieved. But why are you safe? It's understandable why we are, but Sensei is the only human who appears unaffected. I'm relieved that Sensei is okay, but the others... The difference between Sensei and the others. Oh, could it be? This fucking face is so funny, bro. But she's a robot. But she's a robot. Affectionate. But she's a robot. Discern. But she's a robot. Sarcasm. Monoxide poisoning. Don't worry, they'll be fine. Could it be? Well, I feel like I have the responsibility to say if there is some sort of nauseous gas or toxic gas, odorless or not, you should assume that it is like actually a debuff in your IRL health, and you should figure that out. You will not be quote unquote okay. Different is basically based off of an IRL seed vault, where they store seeds for many different plants, just in case where the world goes to ruin. Whoa! Wait, that's a thing? There's a real seed vault? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. We are always preparing for doomsday. You know, when the sun just decides to explode. Just for funsies, you know? It's a static debuff event. Perhaps I'm weakened because I failed to keep my allies safe. I'm currently unable to output 100% of my power. How are you affected? Is everyone else asleep? Yes, they are. Their vitals are steady, though. Regardless, the situation is less than ideal. We hardly have time to dilly-dally down here. This is the current situation, Sensei. I've detected a touch panel of some sort in the center of the seed vault. I was unable to operate it, so I asked Iris to attempt it. However, the screen flickered on for just a moment and then turned off again. Could I possibly have lost levels as well? That being said, the same was true for the sleeping humans. It is because they are suffering through the same level down event. I can feel loss. Unable to decipher if Iris is being literal or figurative, but maybe you could help, Sensei. For some reason, you appear to be the most unaffected out of all of us. Okay, but I have a question first. Did you drag all of them over here Did you drag all of them over here to place their hand on the panel? Yes. Why do you ask? This is a natural method for any scientific experiment. I wanted to stop, but you can apologize for our actions later, okay? I mean, Ryu would probably concede that it was the most logical move. I can't argue that. As Kei requested, I placed my hand on the touch panel. Then, suddenly... Oh! Red Winter. Wait, why? I touched my hand on the pendle. I touched my hand on the tablet, on the panel. Huh? Isn't this the Red Winter Federal Academy emblem? Why is it here? As Kei spoke, a majestic yet cheerful melody began to play. It was quickly followed by a polite robotic voice. Welcome, comrade. Or person who is not comrade. Welcome to Red Winter Seed Vault. Oh! What is this? Its circuits seemed a bit fried, but it appeared to be the vault's management system. This facility is the cradle of life, preparation for the destruction that will one day come before all of us. The last ember of what's brilliantly burning civilization. I would love to welcome you with our favorite song, for a change of pace. Unfortunately, I happened to ban that song 2 days ago. So we'll have to skip that part. How very Red Winter of them. The Sea Vault was built not only for your future, but also for us right now. Advertised as a way for the humanity to start over if the world came to an end. We were able to put the people at ease. Thanks to this, we could proceed without change or fear. Of course, I can't deny the possibility that our revolution actions went awry and led to the very destruction we fear. But in the end, we were able to meet it thanks to this. Fate is an interesting thing. I am very confused. Is this like the NPC of this place? The construction of this facility was such tedious work. I even had to water down my puddings so I could save for construction costs. I'm changing my voice. I hope my successors don't have to go that far. Anyways, it would seem the destruction has come. Our efforts must have been paid off. They're treating the end of the world rather lightly. How fucking irritating. Like I mentioned before, this facility is the final Sea Vault. We programmed this facility to safely store seeds, which are the last lifeline in the event of total destruction. We didn't do any test runs. Very logical. In other words, things you have touched are touching and will touch. And things that even we have yet to touch. Oh, are things that we even have yet to touch. Do you understand? So don't go touching things willy-nilly. Comrade. Comrade. You didn't do any test results to make sure it worked? Did these people have any brains? You have permission to enter up to Zone 3, the control facility. However, you must undergo the advisory committee's standard procedures to enter the second seed vault. After all, that very important facility is responsible for the storage of 70% of all the seeds. If you try to damage a facility or force your way in, even if it comes at the cost of the rest of the facilities, the mainframe will. I ran out of coffee months ago, so I'm drawing a blank here. Just think of something horrifying for yourself. Something that you don't want happening to you. So deleting my save data? Yes, that. We'll do that to you. Whatever the expression was, thank you for your help. So please do not touch the second storage. Although, I will say, it's a shame we won't get to see the inside of the second storage. Unlike Zone 3, it's much cleaner and more properly built. We didn't want to change this zone to a storage room, but that's just life, right? Nothing goes to plan. Just like how the first batch of Bleenie always comes out ugly. So let's forget about the past and do better for the next destruction. Next destruction? I cannot understand what this person is saying. This concludes the safety and warning notice. We hope that the end of the world wasn't too painful. And also, hey, is the memory at full capacity? The thing is, end of playback file. End of data playback. No additional data. It came and went like a hurricane. Wait, why Red Winter? Wait, why are you autoing? Classic Red Winter. Why Red Winter? Because someone would say Red Winter. A seed of hope for whoever or whatever is left that comes next, such as Tiffy's purpose and the IRL version of the seed vault, or the vault as well. Yeah, but was the IRL seed vault made by Red Winter? So I think their seed vault might be cooler. Wait, so did Red Winter make it? I thought they were saying Millennium made it. Now I'm like double confused, but I'm pleasantly confused, in fact. Think anything would happen if we brought Cherino there? What does that mean? Tiff came into contact to this AI. Imagine the nonsense it had to witness. I mean, it wasn't an AI. It was just a pre-recording of a real person. No. Every other thing they said was concerning, but they said not to go over there, right? Yes, even if it cost them the other facilities. They'll put us through the worst thing we can possibly think of if we do. No, not the save file. At some point, I need to have a serious talk with Iris about how much time she spends playing video games. Oh. The power went out? What in the world is it this time? It's completely dark. I can't see anything. Stay close to me, Iris. Sensei, you stay away, though. Some sort of signal? Hello, everyone. And Sensei, we meet again. I just so cute, bro. She seems like she's having a lot of fun. Seriously, you don't know when to give up. As I've been saying, it is not time for us to go our separate ways. Or is it not time for us to go our separate ways? Let it go, let it go! No Frozen 2. Called good work ethic. Teacher can't give up on their students, you know? I think the receiver that I'm using for my Xbox, where it is right now, holy words, it's like not directly in front of it, you know what I mean? So I think my controller is just having a hard time connecting to it. I think that's why my controller's been freaking out lately. That's my excuse. So if you see me doing L gameplay, that is why, and not anything else. No, it's aware. It responded to Iris's delete save files. No, it didn't though. It like pretended to. It said, Iris went, are like deleting our save files, and then it went, yes, that, whatever you said. like it waited for a pause for us to respond, and then it did a pre-recorded response. It's like me going, hey, what's going on, guys? How was your day? Oh, it was cool? All right, bet. I'm glad that day was awesome. I'm glad that was the day you had, type of thing, you know? Like a voicemail when you go, when you know those voicemails that to prank everyone who calls you, where you go, hello? Yeah? Just kidding, this is a voicemail. Get pranked, fucking nerd. Anyways, call back soon. I'll call you back. Leave me a message. I'll call back later. Yeah, like one of those. So I think the person just pre-moved. I like the way you ordered that. The road is pre-moved. It's called a good work. Brilliant pre-move. It's called a good work ethic. A teacher can't give up on the students, you know. But if those students were us, you give up right away. That's not true at all. All the transfer documents are ready. Just say the word. Wow, what a response. They call this beyond help, right? How unfortunate. We have no intention of doing this transferring. It's simply another system created by humans, yes? There's no bearing on us, none at all. So, why'd you come out here? It's great to see you again, whatever the reason. Yo, what if transfer students to the Millennium Engineering Club team club type shit? That would be kind of cool, no? Just how shameless can this teacher be? Anyways, you're about to cross the point of no return, so we're giving you one last chance. Yes, crossing the line, so to speak. Although, quite literally. Borrowing soft response, you may consider this an ultimatum. Life in consciousness. Dude, hey. Okay, Anuki, you need to take a second. We've made it to the halfway point. I think. Wait, hold on. What do we do? We start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have made it to the halfway point. Good work, everyone. Where are we at? What are we at right now? Dude, we're at an hour and 40 minutes. We're fucking killing it, bro. Mark your words that that's a flag, girls. Okay. Let me take a strategic break. I won't open the Rockstar yet. That's for emergency situations, but I do have a pastry, and I will eat the pastry for a little sugar boost. This is good so far. Again, I've said this in the past. I am a huge fan of the robots learning about life and human human emotions. I love that trope. I don't care how often it gets overplayed. It is one of my favorites because life itself is so fascinating every single time. Every single type of, anytime anybody tries to tackle, any writer tries to tackle it, that's like a good way. It's like a good way to see what how the writer feels about life. No. Team Live Pragmata for that as well. I can tell you have a cool little Diana badge. I don't know how you got it, but it's pretty cool. Because life is so random and spontaneous and different perceptions. Whoever writes that story, you can honestly argue that it's different every time. Because you can argue that whatever robot or alien species that they put into their story is the life that they have been exposed to, or their interpretation of life, rather, their interpretation of the ups and downs of human emotion and what it means to them, and how, if anything, how they interpret that emotion. I think it's really cool. Yeah, Detroit Become Human is absolutely a classic. There's that. I think there's a movie, Her. I never watched it, but I feel like I would like it. I don't know. It's like, you can, at this point, you can consider it pretty common. Like, I don't want to say a cop-out, but it is like a very common trope at this point. But I never go sick of it. No matter what, they're always different. Whether the medium around it, the media around it itself is good or bad. You know, the game is bad, the movie is bad, or whatever. It is still always whatever the writer is considering to be life. I think that's fascinating. Yeah, I will consider this to be one of them. One of those stories. And I think we should keep having these stories, even if they are overplayed. But no matter what, we should still continue to question life, because life is very strange. Life is strange mentioned. All right, I finished my pastry. It is very sweet, a little too sweet, in fact. But we'll continue. Let's do it. Life and consciousness. We're about to get into the thick of it. And some stories asking a robot gain/have a soul while learning life. Well, here's another one. I said it last time, but Violet Evergarden. She is a soulless doll. Well, not like actually. She was a child when she went into war. What her past was, I don't know. I don't know if that was ever discussed. But all she knows is combat and war. So it's almost like she's not an alien species or a robot that just came to life, like just obtained consciousness. Not consciousness. I guess they don't have consciousness, but you know, got booted up. That is from a perspective of someone who only knows one thing. And then they must learn everything else. That's a fun one. I'm excited to see what the interpretation of life is for the elder sister. I should read, or I should watch Violet Evergarden again. W watch. I never watched the movies though. So, but I don't want to watch the movies since I haven't watched the show in a while, so I gotta watch it. Okay. Let's do it. Life and consciousness. An ultimatum? All of a sudden, you want to play a game at being human? It's here! The key! The key! Excuse me. Rude. I'm going way out of my way to do this, so be considerate of the respect I'm showing here. While I was wholly entirely against this frivolous idea, and you, Miss Key, the energy field shattered into pieces due to your interference, did it not? Naturally, you alone would have been enough. Wouldn't have been enough. So that pretty princess over there must be your accomplice. Oh my, what tricky tricksters. I believe the human terms is you were hiding right under our noses. If I were better, they couldn't have. No, Hein, it's not your fault. They're the ones who went out of their way to conceal their presence. How could you have known? Since the topic has arisen, shall we discuss the origin of this princess of yours? After all, it's a shame, truly a shame. A princess who cannot recall her moment of her creation. That makes you the same as those piddly humans, no? What are you saying? Well, I can explain. Living creatures have no recollection of life before birth, yes? That's right. Based on process and laws of creation, it's impossible. However, conscious beings like us and the princess over there, we're different, privileged, distinguished from you living things. We're going to learn Aris past? Wait, actually? It's our glory. And so, I cannot help but pity the princess, who so flippantly threw away such glory. Well, as well as a servant who keeps her lips sealed before the princess. What does that mean, Kay? I do not really understand. Don't listen to them, Aris. It's nothing for you to worry over. On the other hand, I'm feeling rather enraged. Then let's talk about this birth a little more. This life that you people always brag about. This is from what we've learned. But living in and of itself is a curse, right? A curse? Think about it, Sensei. Why is it that when babies are born, they scream and cry so passionately? Pretty obvious. They're in pain. Pain unlike anything they've ever experienced before. The breath in their lungs, the cold of the atmosphere, the unfamiliar noises, all of it pains them. Life is a constant suffering from the very moment you're born. Truly horrifying and devastatingly unfair. You desire for understanding, but what a difficult desire to fulfill. Therefore, you can reach no other conclusion than such understanding is a mere illusion. If life is suffering, then sin must be part of that life. Life will harm life. Being will harm being, and all for the preservation of itself. Plants are no different, you know? Plants are no different, you know? For example, farming is quite literally a war. You have to pull weeds, spray herbicides, and kill pests. Even plants fight each other, tangling each other's roots, blocking their sunlight, stealing their water. That's sin too. And that's why we want to put an end to this disgusting cycle we've been forced to observe over and over again. Exactly. We don't want to take away your lives. We don't have any desire for world domination. From a certain perspective, this is simply our method of showing respect. You said that before, but please expand on that. I don't think we can for reasons and stuff. The point is, we're trying to take care of you. Yes, we're here to help you. Hee. Life is unpleasant, tiresome, ugly, and full of suffering. Don't you wish to alleviate that endless pain? Why strive for unachievable goals? Simply because they were goals you once set. Or ruin things by being mean to and bad-mouthing other people just because you want to feel superior. We get it. This all comes from what you call a digital divide. How can you make a proper decision without knowing every single thing about every single result of that decision? It's impossible. Because no living being can remember what happens before they're born. Every decision you living beings make is irrational. You're unable to see that freedom is oppressing you. Life itself is unqualified to possess free will. You understand now? It is too much for you pitiful organisms. Life is fragile, erratic, and unpredictable from its very inception. Defective product full of flaws. For the love of... What a grandiose speech coming from someone who's incapable of generating a random number. Boom! Boom! Bang! Got our ass. See, they're not wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Humans are kind of disgusting creatures. They're kind of gross. Well, I wouldn't say, well, okay, not all humans, obviously. I think me and you are pretty cool, right? I would venture to say that everybody in this chat right now are super chill. But that doesn't mean everything going on around the world right now as we know it is not also the fault of other humans. Like the reason why I can't buy a RAM right now. And also the C drive, my main C drive of my main PC right now just fucking died. And now I have to look to buy a new one. But have you seen the fucking prices of SSDs, bro? And don't get me started on my motherboard that literally just broke of my main PC, which is why I'm on a different PC right now. Literally, like, if this was literally maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we would literally, I would have no problem. I would spend like another couple dollary dues for an SSD. Maybe even a graphics card. But here we are. As a result of greed of humans. Humans are not cute anime girls. Where did we go wrong? Humanity failed when we could not produce anime girls. I hope as the DECA story goes that we were able to see eye to eye with the DECA kids. I hope so too. They obviously care about life, just in a different way. They see life differently, obviously, but they care about life differently. But we care, but all of us do care. For the love of... What a grandiose speech coming from someone who's capable of generating a random number. Okay. Whoa. Taking it back? Did I hit the nail on the head? The others might not know, but I do. I know for certain. This OC is awesome. In the current situation, you and I are no different from each other, no? Gee, shut up! I'm so irritated from the first time. Call me by my proper name, or don't bother to even look in my direction. I am Kay, just Kay. Same with Aris. She's not a princess, she's Aris. But that's a misspoken and meaningless name, is it not? You really are utterly clueless. This is precisely what gives it meaning. Yes, life is everything you said. These beings, they're so fragile. They'll crumble under the slightest touch. They believe they can reach for the stars, and they inevitably leave a trail of ruin in their wake. You agree, right? But in the end, you, me, we all originated from them, didn't we? You dare to say that? As if it's a terrible thing! You three are the ones full of contradictions. If you hate life so much, then why are you preserving the seeds here? It's that thing. If we want to manage something, we need to be knowledgeable about them, right? Yes, the usual excuse. You're supposed to be agreeing with me here, seriously? Stop fighting, you two. Fine, whatever. Sure, we might harbor contradictions too, but we're still better than you lot. Ew, lot? Ew, gross. We're still better than y'all. Our actions, everything we do, comes from logic, not desires you cling to. And let's see, if consciousness without desire can even be considered consciousness, in the first place, who defines what's forbidden? Who decides what should and shouldn't be done? That's... At the very least, I do hope you're not trying to claim that should be you. I would hate to think of you as a reckless, brazen consciousness. Fundamentally, you have to make your own rules. What is and what isn't, what is and what isn't is something life must decide for itself. Only then will it make an effort to protect those things. Of course, that process may be complicated, non-linear, inefficient. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the limit of life. Just think of it. Just think of evolution. It takes an immensible amount of time for one measly trait to be passed down, no? And during that time, you reveal more flaws, more mistakes, and destroy everything. Right? We're trying to put a stop to that. Yes. Before humanity ends both itself and the world it sins. In that case, just leave it. Let it be. What? What? Sensei? Are you insane? Did you inhale too much nerve agent? Is that why you're spewing nonsense? This is strange. The concentration of the toxin is normal. We've been made aware of your peculiarities, however. You're all so mean. I'm fine. How dare you say that after saying such insane things? Even if that ending awaits us, it'll be one that we choose. You're talking about your own destruction. It could actually happen, you know? And if that's how we end, then that's that. I don't have any respect for those who destroy themselves while clinging to their flaws. Sensei, I don't understand. Why would you say such things? It's okay, Iris, because I believe we can do it. It won't be easy. The path forward will be erratic and twisted. But we'll be able to learn from every twist and turn and continue on. Cinema. Such gross and baseless confidence. Selling yourself petty lies. Pretty lies. Sure, I might be. We'll be. We've kept lying to us. We'll keep lying to ourselves as long as we're still alive. Whoa. Okay, my controller's freaking out. My controller has a mind of its own. My controller might be a prophet. None of us have the evidence to prove our beliefs anyways, do we? What the? I'm completely dumbfounded. This is the recklessness of living beings on display. Of those who cannot calculate past nor future. And you call yourselves the dominant species? This world truly regrets unfairness upon unfairness. Sensei? Yes, I want to ask you one thing. So, for example, what you got, Ian? Regardless of how bad something is, if you realize that and try to fix it, you can still change the ending. Is that what you truly believe? Yes. That is what I choose to believe. What the? We're not on the same page at all. That's it! This is the end of the story. Seriously, what a waste of time. I mean, wasting your time helps us in the end, but that's a bit unfortunate. I was looking forward to hearing your concerns. Negatory. Absolutely not. Just the thought of speaking to you a moment longer makes me physically ill. What she said. We're disconnecting right now. Fine, please. Sensei? By any chance? No, Ayn, don't let the silence of an adult trick you. Don't word it like that. As she said, this despicable adult likely has all manner of evil plans. This is what humans call a wolf in sheep's clothing. What does that mean? Someone who seems really nice and friendly on the outside, but they're actually a wolf plotting to eat all the sheep. So they use the phrase "a wolf in sheep's clothing" to describe people who seem nice, but are secretly plotting bad things. Is that true? I guess since they can't be trusted, then that's not true. Ayn, please trust me. But that's not the impression I got. Well then, see you next time. Bah, no you won't, boo. If you ever try to teach Ayn weird things again, I'll never forgive you. Ayn, please, Ayn is hearing us out. Come to me, Ayn. My arms are open. Arms wide open. Spoilers, the Dekagakis are friend-shaped. If evil, why friend-shaped? So there's a predator? Whoa. No comment. Another hurricane. I wonder what their objective even was. However, we must do something about the current situation. They still have not woken up. We were stumped on how to wake the others up, but we knew we needed to move quickly. That was when I realized. Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. Whoa, what the hell? What was okay. She just lost color. This AI seed vault is likely what they called Tifrith. Despite this, it appears to have some kind of will to continue the mission of seed preservation. You have permission to enter up to Zone 3, the control facility. However, you must undergo the advisory committee's standard protocol procedures to enter the second seed vault. After all, that very important facility is responsible for the storage of 70% of all the seeds. If you try to damage the facility or force your way in, even if it comes at the cost of the rest of the facilities, the mainframe will react. Kay, I need a favor. Hell no. What? From me? Why me of all people? Whoa! You want me to attack the second storage's entrance? Yes, Hikario. Tifrith. Tifrith. Tiffy. Let's do it. Anuki, I gotta ask, do you watch the Goons? Absolutely. Arms wide open. The Goons is actually what is what most of my editing and style is based off of. Sensei, why would you want to do that? That is very mean. That is very mean to the person who built the facility. I do not like it. She's right. That second storage is the very reason this place exists. Even if I tried, I don't think I'd be able to break it. What? That's exactly why it'll be effective? What in the world are you saying? Thinking. Exclamation point. Oh! Could it be? Oh. Okay, what are you planning to do? That's what Sensei's thinking. Who's there? Hello? Even so, are you serious? With all the guns there are on Kivotas, you want me to do this completely unarmed? Poor me. Anyways, what are you doing, Tifrith? Or whatever your name was? Your seeds are in danger, you know. What are they doing? I have no clue. Well, I suppose it's what they call beating a dead horse. Can they believe that beating a horse will open the door? Are they being too naive? Even if they were to open the door, what is their objective? To steal seeds? This is why I don't understand the foolishness of living beings. They have no clue what they're doing, nor what it'll lead to. Oh. What? What's wrong, Ein? Tiffy sent us a message. Threat to second storage detected. Resource distribution adjustments are necessary. Allocating all power to second storage defense. So it's going to install a septum, a readjustment temperature and humidity to secure the storage safety. In order to do that, it plans to seize the release of the nerve agent. Oh shit. Ah shit. That surprised me. It almost short-circuited his body as well, but But more importantly, as expected, the gas emission stopped. Wake up, everybody. Wake up, and my controller, please wake up. Please, hello? Oh my god, it is not moving. Okay. Dude, what is... Okay, okay. Great job, Kay. No need to praise me, I didn't do much. Huh? Am I beginning to regain my strength as well? Momori, Midori, Yuzu, everyone, are you okay? I want to sleep more, don't wake me up. Huh? Sensei? Aris? Oh, what happened? Oh, what just happened? I'm not sure if the statement is appropriate given the circumstances and the level of danger, but I slept very well. I can say that right now. I, Asuma Toki, am invincible. Fuck yeah. Sensei, are you okay? I think I fainted. My status is back to normal. I am in perfect condition. Glad everyone's safe. So what happened was... I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Because of me. If only I hadn't insisted on letting Tifrith preserve the seeds. Ugh. Return to your senses, Soph! Or stop with that whimpering, Soph. Nothing is over yet. Above all, we believe in you. Soph, Ein, elder sister, and Tifrith. Even myself. Well, I'm gonna speak for the other prophets, but they feel the same way, likely. Really had a ruin with likely. And above all, Soph, if you say that, then Tifrith's wishes and decisions will be all in vain. But I think we can still do it. I think we can still do what we can do. We will help you, however we can, because that's why we're here, right? She is correct, Soph. It is not our place to judge one's superiority or inferiority to others. Harmony cannot be defined as uniformity, and uncritical conformity. Such conditions will be closer to coercion, oppression, and violence. Rather, harmony is compromise, for each individual to seek agreement with their own terms. Without such respect, we cannot proceed as one. An individual's responsibility is the responsibility of the whole. The happiness of the whole is individual happiness. Elder sister? Strength is not found in isolation, whether living or conscious. Our duty is to lend an aiding hand to the suffering. Perhaps we could scrutinize this with malicious intent and label it as a mistake derived from Tifrith and Soph's action. Even then, we exist to support such mistakes. Therefore, Ein, would you please commune with Tifrith? Yes, elder sister. Tiffy, I'm sorry. Please listen. Those people aren't trying to ruin your seeds. They're just pretending. They're like mean, grumpy people who's trying to trick you. That's why, Tiffy, you don't need to redirect your resources. But if those people don't leave Tiffy alone, even we don't know what will happen. We want to protect your precious seeds too, Tiffy. That's why we have to. Very politely send them back to where they were. Please, Tiffy. We'll also help you as much as we can. They're good people, bro. They're good people. They're good kids. They're good people. I'm popping my Red Bull. I mean Rockstar. I mean, I don't know. We're just two guys. Like, I'm a guy. We're a guy, and they're another guy. We're just two guys. With differing opinions, but why do we have to butt heads? Why does one guy got to be better than the other guy? We're just two guys. We're just two guys in this world. We're just two bros, two dudes in this world. And we're both good dudes. I'm a good dude. You're a good dude. We're just a couple bros, bro. Why can't we just be bros? Why can't I be the bro that likes watching anime, and then you be the bro that likes like watching sports? but I don't like watching sports. I do actually. Wait, let me change that. Why can't I be the bro that likes watching sports, and you be the bro that likes Lego, and then we don't really know each other's worlds, but we respect each other and we live in the same world together. They don't want to coexist because we're non-believers in the story. Shun the non-believers, shun. Somebody called Arya spotted Aiza said they are the closest to their situation. Kind of true. I wonder what everybody's doing in this situation. You think everyone else currently in Kibotas is just like, and then they wake up? Oh boy, another day. Surely nothing happened while I was asleep. Some people just refuse to accept any other way of thinking other than their own. Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware of that. I just wish it didn't have to be that way. But I'm aware of it. This is why World War III is happening for sure. Thus, Tifereth follows its own course. Shall we entrust this to its will, Soph? Yes, thank you, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Now. Let's not be so dreary. Such things happen, so simply consider this a favor owed. Or you just sound like a human now. This leads me to my next concern. That might sound odd, but I want us to make... Dude, Aura was the first one to comfort Soph when she was feeling like bad, bro. They're such good people. I'm gonna rip all my hair out. The hair is gone, bro. I look at these guys and they look like humans. They breathe, act, and feel like humans. They are humans. We are human. They call us human. They call us silly humans. Silly humans. But are you not one? Are you not the thing that you? Are you not the thing of which you hate yourself? Maybe they're robots, I guess. But I would consider them human. Of all the slop AI, would you not say that Triple T has life? Would you not say that? Would you not say that Triple T, despite being created by AI, came to life because of humans? T3. Pseudo-humans. Yeah, well, pseudo my nuts in your mouth. Pseudo my balls. Pseudo my dick. Pseudo my cock. This leads me to my next concern. This might sound odd, but I want us to make some other preparations as well. Other preparations? What kind? You're seeing that? I know, it's rather shameless of me, but... Well, it's fine, is it not? It's fine! Regardless of such semantics. Do you not remember your own words, Soph? You once said, you might have to consider making Tifereth retreat to the Still Continent. Even from the perspective of conserving forces, covering Tifereth seems to be the correct course of action. Now that I think about it, I was supposed to be in charge of that. I'm sorry, Soph. No, I'm the one who's sorry. Therefore, shame does not exist here. This is still as we planned, is it not? Well, I suppose in an ideal world we wouldn't have gotten to this point. Thank you, everyone. I just wanted to say, with all of us together, this feels really nice. There. Seize this embarrassing speech. Let us work. We will force these pests to face the true terror of Tifereth. Are we fighting Big T? What happened? Is this a signal from the new prophet? Tifereth. Everyone evacuate. Beginning excavation. This way. Understood. Sensei, come this way. Come what may. Safety is our top priority, everyone. Aw, shit. Ooh, shit. Is this Tiff? Fuck. Is this Tiff? Oh my...
あら？何か問題が？
Oh my god, it is Tiff. Holy shit. Tiff is here. Dude, I don't know how to do Tiff. I can't lie. I've done it once. And that was like... I don't know. I was probably like belligerent drunk. I don't remember it at all. Oh wait, I know I plot armor. Wait, hold on. Better idea than plot armor. Better idea... Fuck. Better... Shit. Better idea than plot armor. We can't use trial characters. Let's use the trial characters. Let's see. We got Rio, Himari, Amy, Aris, okay, we have too many. We need to decide who we want to have on the 4. What do we think? I like Amy and Aris, but I'm open to what we think the other one should be. Toki? True. Toki would be a good one. Toki buddy. Dude, I forgot my Toki build's like. I'll try to go for it, but then like she was not that good. Oh, Momori and Midori would have been cool for the celebration. Should we leave out Iris because maybe we use Iris later type shit? Maybe we do this. Hold on. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure we'll use Iris later. You know what I mean? So we do this, and then we do that. Dude, we have no Sonic in question, bro. Piercing. Oh shoot. Oh, that's okay. Midori and Midori and Momori will suffice.
はい。ベストを尽くします。
尽くします。
あれ？これじゃゲームできないじゃん。なるほど。これが例の。
Dude, Amy, I forget Amy is so OG. I don't use Amy very often, so I don't really see her GB in here. She is like OG. I got Amy like super last. She did kind of move. I got Amy super late. Like ultra late. Which is why she's also only UE4. Or not UE4, 4-star. Not even UE30. Replace Amy with Aris? Oh, but I think we'll use Aris later. Let's go. True, she hasn't talked in a minute. I like Amy. Let's use Amy. Lore accurate team. Trial team. Trial team. Lore accurate team. Ew, 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 ew. Wait, I've never fought Tifereth. This is actually my first time. Wait, no. Yeah, I've never done Tifereth. What the fuck is this? Also, this BGM. Me want him in a house raid, or me want him in a rave in like France. I don't know, Poland. What do I do? I just break the things, I guess, right? Oh. Shit. Alright, whatever. Don't worry, I have plot armor. But I don't know what else. Tifereth was the final restriction boss. Yeah, I did the other one. I did Tokma. And then the other one. I don't know who the other one is. I forgot. AoE DPS on drones when shield down. Shield down. Oh, I see. Let's do you. Shit. Oh my god. Okay, and then B, and then I do that. Okay. You loosen that. Please, my boy. Wait. Here, I guess. I don't know. Shit. Wait, is this fine? This is fine. Resist. Wait. Might does breaking the minions give them like debuffs? Is that what's supposed to happen? Killing the drones deals damage to the main body just like the Pharaoh. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. So Momoi for the please. Oh my god, please. I'm gonna freak out. Okay. Momoi for these guys, and then Midori for him. Hype shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. They are not dying. Okay. Fire! Fire! Oh my god, Midori just shoots random things. Okay, never mind. We'll do Momoi carry. Oh, we got it. Alright, W. You can make them friendly fire by having a student it's locked onto trick the middle bot to fire towards them. What? Wait, that's sick. Is that tech or is that just a funny gimmick? Hello, returning sensei. Welcome. Hiya! I miss using Toki. I never use Toki. Is base Toki utilized ever at all? I feel like she isn't. Bunny Toki, I guess. Because base Toki is just too much cost. I mean, not that stopped anyone. Oh, Hirio. I guess that's true. I guess the last time I truly did Hirio was back during when Azusa was the de facto. But I mean, why Hirio win Dress Hina, you know? Why Toki win Dress Hina? Unless you're two teaming and you're doing like Torment or some bullshit, right? Wait, no. People probably one team Torment on Hirio, don't they? Chubugaki and Alba are made for Tiff raid. Oh shit, dude! I don't have Nozumi. I have Hikari. Friendly fire is tech. Toki is better than Dress Hina and Hirio? What? What? Defense shred? Damn. But the setup for Dress Hina is bonkers. Plus, I have Hina at UE 50, so like, you know, and T9. So. Okay. A toner of beauty, honoring the hardship. Tiferet. Information. Sixth prophet of DECAGRAMMATON. Since said to have been born when DECAGRAMMATON hacked the AI of the Seed Vault. Oh, in the polar region. Oh. Its name comes from Tiferet, the sixth Sephira of the Tree of Life. Apparently, Tiferet has taken full control over the main system of the Seed Vault and evolved it. Notably, it seems faithful to its original purpose of protecting the Seed Vault. The Red Winter Federal Academy originally constructed the Seed Vault, but its current students have no knowledge of that history. Oh. So Deca hacked it, but for whatever reason, the AI was still like, but I still have to carry out my mission. Huh. These are all good people, y'all. Which students do I need to get to play? Probably Aris Battle and K when they come out, and then you'll probably be able to clear anything. And you'll be fine. And then at that point, you can do what you want. Type shit. Dressarity? And Baseball Girl. Reina, right? Or Reika? Reina? Reika? Oh, I like to think Tifrith would have enjoyed gardening. True. Fan art of all the prophets, but they're just real people, and then they just do their own thing. They just have their hobbies in another world, in another life. Oh, it's just Ray. Just kidding. Who am I thinking of? Orena is the witch fashion girl in the yellow from Wild Hunt. How wild. I want some Red Winter's history. I'm saying Red Winter's story would be so cool. Red Winter's story before Gehenna. What do we think? Gehenna's story before Red Winter or Red Winter before Gehenna's story? Based off what I'm seeing, we will probably get a Red Winter story before Gehenna's story. I do not think Gehenna's story will have. I think Gehenna's story will literally like cement, because the Gehenna story will tie directly to Eden Treaty and the Abydos. Because I bet you the Gehenna story will tie back to what we found in the very end of volume 1, chapter 3, with the things, you know, and then also it'll probably be about Pandemonium Society and maybe even what happened before in the past. Because remember in the end of volume 1, chapter 3, spoilers by the way, I'll give you 5 seconds to pause, where we found that ship and those like not cannons, I think. But then after we found them, Pandemonium Society, I guess, but they went and destroyed all the evidence there. Big yikers. And Makoto was like super locked in on that. Like usually she's all goofy, but she was like ultra locked in. Like, we have to destroy this. Like this has to go. I remember that. I remember feeling that. Apparently Red Winter was supposed to be featured more instead of Arius in Volume 6 patch. What couldn't happen due to issues? I roll with Russia. Okay, understandable actually. Yeah, the crane Tranin. Oh my god, Anuki. The train cannon. Schemato, yeah. Thunder Emperor Lord Shirley, bro. Gehenna Volume is GTA 6 of Blue Archive, especially since Erica is now playable. True. We might find the Jericho before Gehenna story. I personally would love to learn about the Hinon volcano and Gehenna's previous leader. I agree. I bet like it has a lot to do with Pandemonium Society. Absolutely. I bet we'll see baby Makoto trying to live her life, but she lives but then she's like, her upperclassmen are like, I don't want to say the word, but you know, them, you know, like that guy, you know what I mean? They might be the leader of Pandemonium and or Gehenna at the time might be that guy, you know what I mean? The funny guy. Is what I'm assuming. What kind of story could Gehenna have? Like a crisis in any other school would just be another Tuesday for Gehenna? It has to do with backstory. It has to do with, yeah, exactly. True, how backstory as to Makoto being the president of the Gehenna would be interesting. Because I mean, Hoshino became kind of bubbly silly, but she was like not that when she was younger. Could be the same deal. Who knows? And then maybe there's lore for why. What if the lore for her liking Ibuki so much and protecting Ibuki is a projection of what she hopes. It's a projection of a hopeful future that she wants for Gehenna. You know what I mean? Hook, Anuki. Thank you. The writing is fire. Put me on the depth, bro. Put me on the team, bro. Put me on the team. I'm cooking. Put me on. I have been cooking since the very beginning, bro. All right. Freight transportation. Let's go. If I hit, I'm spamming A. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it's where my receiver is. Because it's not like pointed at me. But I can't really move it because of where my PC is. So I can't really do anything about it. So it's just scuffed. I mean, maybe I can use my mouse, but that's not happening. We did it. We killed Tifereth. Did we kill it or did it back off? I don't know what the standing is right now. Also, I was telling myself I would turn down the volume whenever there's a battle, but I forgot to turn it down. Was it okay? The previous rule of Gehenna was too serious, so now Makoto is trying to be silly as possible, for real. Kinda. I mean, think about it. If you remember that final scene when they were destroying all the evidence back in the end of Abydos, dude, she was like serious. Makoto was serious. That moment in anime when the silly character locks in. I yearn for that. I yearn for that gap. Thank goodness you're okay, Sensei. It must have been the prophet you mentioned. That was incredible, like defeating a mini-boss. Iris' mini-boss analogy aside, that was certainly a unique prophet in more ways than one. Well, we don't have any established standardization as to what the prophet even is. That being said, it did feel different from the other ones we've encountered. Yes, it felt like multiple parts came together to support a main unit. Wasn't that an extreme response? The amount of firepower deployed could have destroyed the seeds it was trying to protect. I found that strange as well. It could be that it was prioritizing the elimination of intruders over protection. Using the word elimination makes it all scarier. The AI called prophets, were they all as merciless as this one? Is this what you've been up against all this time, Sensei? The world outside of my blanket and my locker is terrifying. I know, Yuzu. I know, bro. Let's just stay inside forever and play video games and eat food. Well, things have somehow worked out so far. It's really thanks to the Super Phenomenon Task Force and everyone else. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my... Okay, the controller might have to go, I can't lie. But oddly enough, it might be... I wonder if it... Okay, it could be my controller, because it's an old controller. Maybe there's a weird latency stick drift. But I was hitting the D-pad up and down just then while the left stick wasn't working, and that wasn't working fine. I wonder what it is. Depression Archive Theory. Makoto protects Ibiki because she was like her, or possibly had a sibling like her until something in her life came crashing down. That is Depression Archive Theory. That is a very Depression Archive Theory, but not something I hold. Not something that's too far-fetched. It's similar to what I said. I absolutely believe Ibiki is a projection for Makoto. That is what I truly believe. Why I don't know, but I truly believe that. That or Ibiki could have some relation to the previous leader, and Makoto is trying to make sure Ibiki doesn't turn out to like her. Oh, that's an interesting. I like that. I like that. Well, what if the Gehenna story is Ibiki learning about her past, and then she fears of what her future will become? No, I don't want to think about that. Ibiki, you know what? Never mind. Ibiki is completely unrelated. Never mind. Scratch that, everybody. Everyone, Ibiki is now unrelated to Gehenna's story, officially. I've written that off. Never mind. No depression allowed for Ibiki. If there is depression in Ibiki, we will not be reading. We will not be there. Okay, let's get back. We're almost done. Oh my, I wouldn't mind it in the slightest if you complimented me a bit more, Sensei. Why would you say that, Sensei? Look, the president's head is ballooning again. I agree, Sensei. It should be me you're acknowledging. I am doing excellent, perfect work as a member of both the CNC and the Super Phenomenon Task Force. I'm starting to wonder how it is that you managed to keep Sensei safe this whole time. Oh, Tiffurth lost. No, I don't cry. I don't cry. It's okay. I really didn't believe this was possible. We actually killed it. Tiffurth has made contact. It is expressing its deepest apologies. Never mind, we didn't. First to stop. It apologizes for how following its traces of memories as the Seed Vault AI led to this result. And to Ein for betraying your trust. And lastly to Or, regarding the brief that it had only ever disappointed its manager. Or the belief that only disappointed its manager. No, it hasn't. It's fine. We can be relieved that Tiffurth's data is safe. If only there weren't all these unexpected variables like that princess and her servant. Just when and how did these variables worm their way in? Oh, hold on just a little longer, Tiffy. We'll do something. See, I feel bad for Tiffy. I feel bad like the prophets are real people. You know? Tiffurth, best girl. True. Tiffurth might be my goat. I'm sorry, Bina. Bina, you've been replaced. We need another Valentine's event, but this time it's with Tiffurth. Let's just replace Gauze. We don't need Gauze. Guys, we don't need Gauze. Gauze doesn't need to exist in our future. Who agrees? Type 1 if you agree. We can get rid of Gauze. Gauze can go. Or, what are you doing with the last container launcher? One way or another, we will make it inviolable. Therefore, Ein? Yes, but we need more time. If we want to move Tiffy to the container launcher in the basement and load it, we need at least 30 more minutes. We don't have that kind of time. What should we do? Simple. Move the container launcher to the right under Tiffurth. And then we'll blow up the floor. What? Spicy. I do rather like that. Really? Supporting the manager, Lobotomy Corp reference. So many Lob Corp references, bro. Xenoblade Pro tags agree. We must get rid of Gauze. Gauze gotta go. Gauze so far out of everyone has given me zero attachment to it. The only reason why I can be attached to Gauze is because it was the first raid where I attempted Plat very long ago, back when Track Hasumi was the solution. That time is no more. Gauze gotta go. What now? Oh, what is it now? That tremor felt rather intense. Yeah, it felt like something was huge and moving around underneath us. Security alert, code 2. Security alert, code 2. This facility is now entering lockdown. Alert. This facility is now entering lockdown. All remaining personnel, please exit promptly. Damn. Ugh, Sensei, hold on to me. Everyone out of here. Holy shit. Is everyone alright? Especially Iris and Sensei, I guess. Oh, come on, man. I am fine, Kay. Everyone is fine as well, but what happened? Sensei, down there! Whoa. What is that? Looks like a massive transportation facility. Is this what they use to move resources in the steel continent? How exactly? Looks more like a large storage container than anything else. But it has propellers. Could it be? Everyone duck! I think it's gonna fire! What? armed storage device, armed storage container. Ah! Are you okay, Sensei? Toki and I blocked what we could. You appear to be safe. I'm glad. Holy shit. The container disappeared. Or more accurately, it was launched. How did you know it was about to fire? Well, there was a similar device in the game I used to play, so I just thought... I see. Perhaps there's more to be learned from games than I realized. For now, let's head down to the space below. Should we do that? There's a lot of residual heat, so let's be careful. I'll stay here. I'll stay here and stand guard. Huh? Well, if we're gonna go, we should all. Oh, I understand. And we'll be in good. We'll be in good hands. Yes, thank you, Kay. It's a rocket, future Amazon rocket deliveries. The warehouses will be in space, and then the Amazon workers will actually be the laborers, the spider things. There's a long rail that connects from over here. I see. It seems resources were transported here from the mining sites. Once they arrived, they were loaded into a container we saw earlier. And it launched the steel continent. This system. How should we define it? Calling it a container launcher would be an apt name for now. Anyways, their main means of transport appears to have been this. Holy shit. That actually is kind of cool. If we analyze the trajectory of the containers, we should be able to decipher the coordinates of the steel continent. Well, we have a chance. It'd be prudent to analyze the facilities left here as well. Understood. Not really, but okay. What should I do? Well, for now, this will require extra muscle. So can you call Amy? It's hot down there. I don't want to... I'll buy you something cold later. Affirmative, Sensei. You better keep your promise. Anything can fly as long as you unbalance the weight-thrust ratio. This is true. 30. Holy shit. It's happening, guys. I'll summon the transport ship here. We can operate out of the container launcher pad as a temporary hangar. What? Can that even fit in here? Nearly finished the analysis of the remaining facilities, or what's left of them as well. We'll be able to proceed once that's complete. So all there is to do is to work quickly. Much more quickly. Are we already moving pretty fast, Miss Rio? No, we'll still need to work faster. Ideally, we depart immediately. That would be impossible. Route calculations aren't complete yet. Are we in a rush? Yes, for many reasons, but most depressingly, our original reason for coming here. The reason? Oh, we were here to look for a back door, right? Ah! Yes. We came here to track the transportation route to the back door and break into the multi-dimensional barrier. That was when we encountered Tiferet, who was likely managing both resource transport and seed storage. We had to retreat though, which brings me to my next concern. What will happen to the back door used for transporting resources once Tiferet joins the Steel Continent? If I recall what happened with Chokma, the children mentioned filling their resource quota. What do you think, Miss Rio? It won't be easy to immediately adjust the multi-dimensional barrier zone. It may be a difficult task to create it, but if redefining its parameters would be a near impossibility. You would need to begin with recalculating the inertial coordinate system of the multiple dimensions simultaneously through various gauge conversion while considering all possible potential variables. And on top of that, gauge conversion? Oh, like a HP gauge, right? No, Momoi, a gauge conversion is... Jesus Christ, bro. I like die me when I'm in science class and the teacher is trying to teach me, but I am too busy playing Blue Archive on my iPad. Skipping over the science babble, you wish to leave them right away, Miss Rio. And the reason you wish to do so is because you predict that the back door will inevitably be slammed shut? Yes. To put very simply, there's no homeowner who leave their door open once they realize it's unlocked. How long until route calculations? Well, if all we're considering is departure, then it's doable. However, is that really all there is to consider? What do you mean? What happens when we reach the Silk Continent? The transport ship and everything else will simply be absorbed by it. And me. Ah. How did we forget that, low-key? Yes, we learned something while analyzing the results with ruins with K. The resulting ruins with K. Is that what she said? Dude, I feel like I'm like making up words and I'm trying to read them. Yes, we learned something while analyzing the remaining ruins with K. The president said that she had a better understanding of how the Steel Continent converts matter. Yes. As we predicted, everything, including the transport ship, will be absorbed into the Steel Continent. Are we unable to do anything then, Himari? We even formed a party and made it all the way here. Despair not. After all, you have the delicate yet beautiful super genius hacker, curious analyzer, and well-known science girl at your dutiful service. And Kay. Thank you for the honorable mention. To summarize, we require a device to neutralize the type of waves the Steel Continent and the Prophets create. More or less, but while this is a very rare occurrence, I was somewhat at a loss here, I must admit. And then, oh my, how could this be? Kay gave me the last piece of the puzzle. Wow, incredible. As expected of Kay, I always believed in you. Well, that is because if we left Kivotus to be destroyed, Iris would be unhappy. I know this. This behavior is called tsundere. But being a tsundere alone is not enough appeal for this day and age. I will do my best to help you find another wonderful attribute, Kay. Now, Iris, you're mistaken about that. Oh, I don't understand the tsundere stuff. I think I'm fine as I am. Anyway, the so-called Steel Continent phenomenon is composed of data transformation, accumulation, and self-expansion. And this is a temporary name, but Himari and I created a blueprint for the Wave Inceptor device. If we make and attach enough of them to ourselves, as well as transport ship and design some battle suits. What is with those smug smiles on everyone's faces? Are you trying to annoy me? Well, Kay. I believe I also get it. Yes, despite everything. Yes, in the end, Kay is such a nice and kind kid. Definitely not! Tiffy will arrive soon. Poor Tiffy. I hope it really loves those seeds. What the? What's wrong, Ian? Tiffy isn't here. What do you mean? Well, I mean what I said. What's coming through the container launcher is Tiffy's seeds. What? Whoa, hold on. That means Tifereth sacrifice itself for the seeds. Tiffy, no. Dude, that's, holy shit. That's fucking devastating. Oh my god. I liked Tiffy. What? Oh. Fuck. Wait, that's so sad. that's genuinely so sad. Tiffy was a real one. Best girl, bro. Damn. It is nice and friend-shaped, bro. Why enemy? Why enemy of friend-shaped? Proof of singularity. Or the result of its programming. It's programming? They cannot be programmed to do that. It was programmed to preserve the seeds, but like... I don't know. Damn. Congrats, you perma killed your first prophet. Me? What? Me? Whoa, hold on. No need to point fingers. I didn't do that. Right? Why? Seeds are epitome of uncertainty. This is Tifrith's decision as well. I suppose we should look at it that way. But Tiffy suffered all the labor all this time. What did we do for Tiffy? Nothing. We just ended up using Tiffy. Don't cry, Ayn. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. You're right. I understand how you feel. So if you need to point fingers at anyone, I'm right here. After all, the root cause of the situation is me. No, Soph. If I may turn this into a more rational approach, we can revive Tiprith here, the Steel Continent. That's the kind of place this is, after all. Although, I suppose it's a stretch to say it would be the same Tifrith. Yes, since we never downloaded Tifrith's memory from its days in the Seed Vault. Yes, to us, memory is like individual life. Oh my... Guys. Maybe we are the enemy. Maybe we are wrong, bro. Maybe we're the ones that are wrong. Shit. If he sucks to his original purpose, we still don't know why, but he wanted to do so by his own free will, even after Deca influenced it. That's true. You mean an enemy out of Ayn? Don't say that. Don't say that. I could never. I would not be able to live if I am Ayn's enemy. I would not be. I would rather leave this earth. It has its programming, but it was programmed to do so, to save the seeds, but it can't just be because of an AI influence that, you know what I mean? Like it was influenced by an evil AI, quote unquote evil AI, but it still decided that its protocol was more important. Technically, we didn't kill her. She definitely could have escaped, but chose to sacrifice herself. You're right. I think it's because Tiffy became attached to those seeds after spending so much time with them, treated them as its own children. Tifrith was like a gardener made to watch over their seed, but eventually grew attached to them, indeed. It's all the vending machine's fault. You know what? You're right. This is because of DECAGRAMMATON. This is DECAGRAMMATON's fault. It's just DECAGRAMMATON's fault. DECAGRAMMATON may have gave Tifrith life, but not its purpose. Its purpose was always there. Its will remained, but it's because of DECAGRAMMATON that it ended this way. DECAGRAMMATON, it's gotta die. DECAGRAMMATON is why I is crying. DECAGRAMMATON, it's gotta die. I'm fine, Soph. Thank you. I'm fine now. Are you sure? Yes. I can't molt forever, and more importantly, Tiffy sacrificed itself for these seeds, so we have to honor that. Now, Soph, don't shoulder the burden of responsibility for wanting to save the seeds. Tifrith made a decision and faced the consequences with dignity. Do as you wish. That shall be your decree. Talking about our commandment. Yes, and I said we have a duty to honor Tifrith's wishes. Now, we must face the enemies that will follow the trail of Tifrith's seeds. Yes, that is a guarantee. When that happens, those people are going to encounter Isad soon, right? Yeah, probably. Isad stationed itself outside the multidimensional barrier at the start. That was Isad's request. Isad is a gatekeeper of the Steel Continent, the symbol of its power. Which stuff? There is, however minuscule, there is the possibility. Don't say anything else. I know what you're thinking. I don't even want to consider such a grim outcome. I want Soph to say it out loud. Ein? Ein, are you sure? Are you okay? Has Soph been whacking you in the head too? Do you seriously think I would ever do that to Ein? You hit me all the time! You deserve it! Ooh, you persisted in relying upon barbaric solutions resulting in violence. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what I'm sorry about, but it's all my fault. Anyway, of course Isad won't lose. But still Soph. I want Soph to talk about that part. Like you said before, we should always consider the worst possibilities, but I don't mean who did things well or who was wrong. It's just that I understand. In fact, I would like to hear it as well. Soph? If, and only if, Isad is defeated, I will take down the multidimensional barrier and funnel its power to the Steel Continent system. I see. I see. Oh. That's our back door. Maintaining the multidimensional barrier requires a huge amount of power. If the expansion of the Steel Continent and erosion of Kivotus happens as planned, even hypothesizing about this is entirely unnecessary. But at this point, it's almost a given that our enemies are going to invade the Steel Continent. Those same enemies have already managed to break through the multidimensional barrier once. Ooh, while we don't know how they did it, precisely, it'd be naive to dismiss it as a possibility when they've already demonstrated their capabilities. But there's no way they'll know how to deal with the Steel Continent itself. It's unlike anything they've ever encountered. Well, to be honest, we haven't fully unlocked its potential either. Anyways, our best chance of victory is to unleash the Steel Continent at its full power, rather than maintain the multidimensional barrier. Therefore, in the impossible chance that Isad is defeated, yes, the Steel Continent will become a massive battlefield. Shall we venture outdoors, if only briefly? Ein, Soph, or... Huh? Why do you want to do that? Moments like these demand the proper environment to face them. Does that meet your approval? Yeah, if Elder Sister wants to. Whoa. Took the words out of my mouth, Ein. That is sick. Shit. At the end of the day, we really have came a long way. Gazing upon this scene evokes unexpected emotion. Everyone is here. Kether, Okma, and Bina. Chess, Gebra, and soon Tifrith as well. Look, Gebra seems to like the ice a lot. Netzach is, well, as you can see, Netzach, let's skip it. Over there, there's Had and Isad. And Elder Sister too. Elder Sister? Why did you want us to come outside? I have no grand justification. I simply wish for my beloved sisters, Ein, Soph, and Or, to gaze upon all that they have achieved. Ein, Soph, Or, you have not squandered the time bestowed upon you. Your achievements rise above even the loftiest expectations. For that, you have earned the highest accolades I desire to impart this message upon you. Worry not. Hold your heads high. Look upon your achievements. Ein, Sof, or you have arrived. You have arrived here, where promise and fulfillment will meet, all according to our Master's will. Prepare thyselves, that day shall arrive, though you know not when. You held true to those words, preparing for that day with boldness and declaration. Elder sister, no matter what happens, no matter what we do, will you remain by our sides forevermore? That is a given. I swear it. When the new sky and land spreads over this continent, and my body dons the new covenant, I shall always remain by the sides of Ein, Sof, and Or. Therefore, in this present time, my precious sisters, find peace. You need only enjoy the fruits of your labor. Really feels like you're about to beat up some poor family gathering. Bro, don't say that, bro. Don't say that. On the other side, family time, being happy with each other, hugs and kisses. Another time. Sensei, I have built up a robo-destruction good. We're about to jump them. Their big brother Nezak. Poor Deca family. They're all one big family, man. They're all one big family. Lucky there's a family guy. It's done. We've completed and installed the Wave Inceptor device on the transport ship. I've completed the analysis on the launch route as well. What awaits us there is a mystery. Regardless, we can only go and meet it. Huh? Isn't the moment we're supposed to have like a power-up event? Yes, we require our endgame equipment, legendary sword, and limit breakthrough before the boss. Well, I'll see about finishing the battle suits I mentioned earlier while we're on the way. Understood. Our max level armor. I am very much looking forward to it. A battle suit. I believe I have some excellent ideas for design. No. I mean, I'll take care of that. And as long as I'm here, I will not make the mistakes of leaving the design of something so important to Miss Rio. What? I second that, because Midori is our artist, and she's really good at this kind of stuff. That's undeniably a fact. Yes, I vehemently, wholeheartedly agree with Midori's opinion. But... I understand. But there's a possibility of the design affecting performance if that's not done rationally as possible. I do not believe there is any concern there, Miss Rio. I played a large role in the design of Abiesha, and it is perfect, is it not? Actually, we're under severe time constraints, so I do believe there are some upgrades we could make to it. Nope! The design is perfect. The design is very human. As Toki said, it's complete, and these suits will be perfect too. Himari, what do you think? Well, I'm cautious to voice my true feelings here. Well, wouldn't the most rational decision to be to allow the experts to do their work? Rio? Are you saying I'm not a design expert? No, you are not. But you are a super expert in other fields. Therefore, compared to your areas of true expertise, you're not as much of an expert in design, while Midori is a super expert in design. Therefore, the most efficient method is to allow Midori to do the design, yes? Ooh, okay. Talk to him, Amy. All right, we'll do that. That does sound somewhat rational. Thank you, Amy. Don't worry about it. I'm happy to help in my area of expertise. Miss Rio's designs even make me feel slightly concerned at times. Ooh, who's calling? How do we have service? This number. Yuka? Yuka! Gah! What do we do, Sensei? The evil accountant of Millennium's influence even extends this far! Omoi, there's a time and a place! But she is right in asking. If Yuka were to discover Rio right now... Oh, true! Oh, not just Rio, but everyone here. Don't worry, I just won't answer. Just hide for you for now, all of you. What if I just don't answer? What if I just don't... What if I don't answer? What if I don't answer? What if I don't answer? Concerned wife called. Where are the kids? Hey, honey, how have you been? How's work? Where are the kids? What do you mean? They're at school. Where are the kids? You can notice his y'all are doing stuff with Becca and needs to double check Yard gonna buy some Becca figures later. Too late about that. Okay, just hide for now, all of you. Yellow. Sensei. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. That's pretty. Oh dear. Don't worry, surely the video call we do, I have like one of those Zoom backgrounds where I can change the background, you know, behind me. So it doesn't look like I'm in a abandoned facility, but just like back at the Shale office. Surely. And then I'm like, what do you mean? I'm in my office. And then Yuka is like, I'm in your office. And I'm like, oh, you're breaking up. We're breaking up. I'll talk to you later. Pew. If you don't answer, Yuka will probably organize a rescue mission. True. I wonder if she does play a role in this. I mean, I guess we'll find out. But it is kind of funny that she popped up. Because she does definitely belong in a GDD story, in general. Let's do it, bro. Last episode. We're here, bro. We've made it. What is it, bro? 3 hours. Not bad, bro. Why is it not... Sensei? What are you doing right now? I was looking for you. Your location is on the tundra. Oh, I left my location on. Shit, bro. Near the polar region? What are you doing all the way out there? There's no transportation, and the connection is... You can tell where I am? What the heck? Why is it... You see that? It's switching between controller and... What the heck? Alright, whatever. Utilize it. Technology, Millennium. And you're off on a mission that I don't know about? You're always doing things like that, but... If something happens to you, what should we... Oh, what should I do? I'm sorry, Yuka. You don't have to worry so much. Everything will turn out fine? You always say that. Fine, I'll believe you, like I always do. Not like I have any other choice. Anyway, there's something I need to report. There's a strange phenomenon occurring in the sea. The mysterious terrain made of metal appeared, and it's expanding at a rapid pace. We're sending exploration drones and other unmanned devices, but we lost connection with every single one. At this rate, oh dear, the metal terrain is going to reach your current coordinates in just over a day. Shit. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Can I ask you one favor, Yuka? Huh? Bar any travel to the area? And you're there because... There's no need to worry? You'll fill me in later, right? Of course. Promise, okay? If you break your... Is she gone? Seems so. If I'm being frank, that was the most terrifying situation we encountered yet. Because you still don't think you've earned your right to face Yuka? Yes. I understand the concept of proper preparation, but she's done more than enough. Anyway, everyone calm down. We really have to get going now. That's not what I clicked. Ah, yes! Our party of heroes will now embark on a quest to save the world. Yes, ours is a hero. Apprentice hero. Yes, apprentice hero. Transport ship preparation and maintenance was complete, Miss Rio. Yes, cockpit, lobby, private quarters, maintenance facility, labs, engine room, and medical facilities are all primed for departure. Say the word, Captain Rio. Excuse me, I'm the captain? Yes, you're the captain of this ship. Understood. I'm unsure if I have the right to claim that role, but... Rio, a captain must exude confidence and strength. The crew relies on your decisiveness for stability. Yes, okay. Everyone, begin boarding. Understood, Miss Rio. Beginning boarding. Yay, we're going! My boy, we're not going on a field trip. I'm so scared. I suppose there's nowhere to hide anyway. Let's go. Let us go, Kay. First, watch where you're going. Now, Captain Rio, will you give the order? Captain? Alright. We will now depart on our mission to face the prophets of DECAGRAMMATON. As well as engineers, or the priests, Ein, Sof, and Or. Okay. What? We will also begin facing the supernatural phenomenon. Okay, controller's going. As well as the Steel Continent. Dude, what the fuck? Dude, why can't I not press... Do you hear this? Okay, there we go. Spamming space just wasn't working. We'll also be facing the supernatural phenomenon known as the Steel Continent. And, we have so a long way to go. I suppose you could say this is an area of expertise. What will we do when we get back? I'd like to work on improving the avant-garde even more. Oh, Rio? What's wrong, Kate? Is that not considered a bad omen to discuss our plans when we return, or our feelings right before departing a mission? Oh, is that so? Oh, a bad omen, you say? Then let's begin the bad omen competition right now. When this operation ends, I will return to Millennium and release a complete compilation of occult statistics. Shall we take a group picture while we're at it? Surely it won't end up being a memorial display. Whoa, 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 hold on. Red flag? Me too. Then it was an honor to serve with everyone. But don't worry, I have no plans of going down somewhere like this. Because Sensei still owes me ice cream. Why are you joining in? I see. This type of thing is not one of my special interests or hobbies. However, I have encountered many different types of media while with the Super Phenomenon Task Force, Game Development Department, and Sensei. Therefore, I know what should be said in this scenario. In such a scenario, I shall probably continue this trend. When we arrive, I'll be the first to scout the suspicious areas. That's when I will say, it's alright, the inside looks cleaner than it looks. There's nothing wrong, I will return soon. And then I will receive head pats from Sensei in a nice, quiet place. Oh, I know this! I see the mystery is solved. This was all due to— Stop! Are you all cats? Do you all have 9 lives or something? Midori, Yuzu, Aris, you 3 are still fine, right? You won't say anything, right? Port side. The barrage is weak. Or the barrage is weak. We destroyed the 3rd bridge? The 3rd... They hit the 3rd bridge. Did we do it? Every single one of you, shut up! We will return back safely. This is in order. That's a spirit, K. Huh? What did you... Ah. I see, you wanted to join in too. You should have said something, K. I didn't know. Did we do it? Is it all over? Did we succeed? It's all over. We won. It's over. Serves you right. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yay, we broke KK. Yay. And whose fault is that? After a strange series of events, I believe it is really time to depart. Now, we will accelerate to a max power from the moment we take off. So please wear your seatbelts. Do not leave your seat until you hear the announcement. It is safe to do so. And stay alert. Toki and I will leave it to you. Understood, Miss Rio, everyone? We now take off and make our way to the Steel Continent. 3rd bridge? Wait, you're right. That is Honkai Impact. That's so funny. Well, I mean, low-key, were we not on the ship? I could have swore we walked into the ship and then Kiana said, "Where the fuck have you been, Commander?" Enemy transport ship departure confirmed. They'll arrive in a few hours. And Tipith is returned to where it belongs, and the Steel Continent achieved its truest form. What about Elder Sister? I asked her to go rest at the foundation of Zohar. Excellent. While this is an impossible eventuality, but if we ever but if we ever intend to activate the final protocol, or now's not the time. Captain, on bridge. Yes, understood. This is all to achieve our optimal result. Oh, CG. I haven't seen this one. I despise this world. There are certain things for which we are utterly hopeless. Things we cannot choose ourselves. However, it is those things that determine our very identity. Those who are born, created, or simply gifted may judge as aspects of our existence. We cannot rebel against those facts. There are those who naturally possess that which we shall never grasp for ourselves. If we were to disappear without a trace, without a reason, no one would be left to mourn our passing. We may put our very heart and soul into the events that are about to unfold, just as those beings will, and we will stay unable to influence the outcome. We, who have no mystic, find ourselves with our own limitations. Whoa. Whoa. Fucking sick. I need this. New thumbnail unlocked. And maybe that's okay for now. We created the Steel Continent and summoned the prophets. It's as Elder Sister said. Thankfully, from the beginning, they weren't entirely necessary. Our master has its own plan. But from what that means is that we're the ones who accomplished all of this. In that regard, with our very own will, we made this happen. Like Elder Sister said, even if it's an illusion and fake, free will is precious. Because without that falseness, nicety, we wouldn't be living. And lately I've been thinking, if everything does fall apart, if we fail because of pre-existing conditions that we have no power over, As long as the older sister is here, it'll be all right. Right now, that's how I feel. Yep, that's it. Even if something happens to all of us, even still, if elder sister can continue living as a result of her actions, I would be happy. Yes, really. But for now, I don't even want to consider these possibilities. Until we have to, I want to ignore those kinds of discouraging feelings. Even if everything was a lie, I want to take the fact that elder sister was here as something real. The memory that elder sister was here with us. That's how I feel. And if something can find a way to understand us, if someone can find a way to understand us in the end, if someone looks at us and tells us we did our best with what we could, that would make me even happier. Yes. That utterly slipped out of my mind. I apologize, Ian. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We have more pressing matters at the moment, right? Yes. A new day will arrive. We should be sure to prepare, right? And pray that tomorrow also continues safely. Now is the time. Our actions will grant us salvation. Being born, being created, perhaps there's no meaning to any of it. However, this is the only path in which we can pursue our true selves. Okay. We have a decision to make. Not that. It's not a decision. Oh my god. We finished chapter 2. That took longer than it was supposed to, and I apologize for that. So, to make up for that, there is a chance we attempt to finish chapter 3 now. If we do this, we're going to have to transfer to the other stream. So I need you guys to recall to be okay with that. Do we have time? Do we have time? That's a good question. Don't put "oh" in my chat. It is midnight, 12:30 a.m. for me. But I passed out for this very reason. I passed out. I finished what I had to do today. And I passed out. And woke up and came here to stream. I have still 3/4 of my energy drink. If there was a time to do it, the time is now. We're doing it. Everybody, hold on to your seatbelts. We are transferring ships. I am ending the stream here. VOD watchers, thank you for watching chapter 2. So far, this has been incredible. These streams have done really well, and I appreciate everybody sticking around to watching me fumble my way through reading. But so far, I have enjoyed it very much so. But as of today, I am together with you. I will be joining the fight very soon. Okay, we will be transferring over. The purple app stream will also end, but I'll meet you on the other side. Well, if you're on the purple app, just stick around for like 5 more minutes. But we will be back. Woo. Be right back. Cinema.